Wait, what? Microphone? Is microphone working? Oh, okay, there it is. It was all the way at the bottom for some reason. Alright. Hello, hello. How's it going, Fariel? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna give it a few minutes. Let people be aware of the starting. But yeah, we got a few bonus. Well, I got one bonus comic here today. I have a magazine I might want to read too, if I have time. I'm gonna go get it. Be right back. Alright. Hey Zeph, what's up? I swear mic sounds a little different. It's a different microphone. It's a completely different computer. Everything is different on this when I do the comic book streams. I have another laptop that's set up in the closet, and I have a different webcam, I have a different microphone, different lighting. How does R&B Pikachu come into reading? So typically, what we do is he starts the comic book club on his channel. He's actually not streaming this weekend. He had stuff he has to do, but typically he will start the comic book club and he'll read on his channel, and then he raids into me. It's kind of a cooperative thing that we do, so that's why I have R&B Pikachu on there. Yeah. So usually I will start the stream up while he's still live, and I'll just leave it here for a little bit, and so people stop in, they can see R&B Pikachu, they can go check him out and see what he's reading, and then when he's done, he raids over here. Yeah, give R&B Pikachu a follow for sure. Let's see. Zeph is alive? Nope, I'm undead, sadly. Oh, womp womp. I'll be missing everything. It's okay, we'll just cast a phoenix down on you, and oh wait, that'll kill you. Fariel unmodded himself. It's a thing that I don't really understand. I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it right now until I know more. I didn't unmod him though. It was voluntary. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I am here. Dot 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 dot. Now. Oh yeah. So this is the comic book magazine thing. So if you've been here before, you've seen ads in the Star Wars comics for Pizzazz, which is a Marvel magazine. And I was at my local comic book store, and they had a copy of Pizzazz there that they had just got in, and it was like $5. And I was like, huh, I know what that is. December 1977. So it's like the right era for what we're reading as well. So it's kind of cool. So I thought maybe I might want to read this one. And I have one other comic here, which I'll save it till the end. I don't know. I don't even know if it's going to be that good, but it'll at least be interesting. Alright, I'm going to give it like 3 more minutes before before I start the actual reading. I like to kind of start reading at like the 10-minute mark. Give people time to join in. So that they don't miss the beginning of the story. But yeah. There's Santa Claus. Secrets of Spider-Man. See how his comic strip is drawn. Yeah, I've never read a Pizzazz. I don't know anything about it. Not a thing. What's the plan for tomorrow's stream? Tomorrow is Revenge of Shinobi for the Genesis. That was redeemed by Retro Perspective. I think he redeemed it in like, oh my gosh, like October? I think it might have been October. I'm like just catching up through to a lot of old redeems. I feel bad, but Fire Emblem took 2 months. You have a little more time to catch up on the VODs? Okay, cool. Yeah, I gotta upload some more stuff to YouTube as well before they expire. Yeah. Yeah, so today we've got Star Wars number 11. We are 1/10 of the way through the entire Star Wars run. In all, it's like around 110 comics, so yeah, about 10% through it. You're watching the first VOD with Jammed, Locke, Hill, and FFX? Oh, okay. That's wild. I would never expect anyone to watch my VODs. I don't even know, like, how the VOD thing works. They expire after a while, don't they? Unless I make a highlight of them or upload them to YouTube. I don't know. You missed them. Well, thank you for watching it. I hope you enjoy. All right, we're at about 10 minutes now, so I think that is time for most anyone who wanted to join has joined. Hey, Chaotic, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. They expire after a while on Twitch, and some people's VODs last longer. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I like to transfer them to YouTube before they expire, so that I have like a log of everything I've played, whatever, on YouTube. So you can always check them out there too. How's your weekend been? Depending on if they affiliate or not and something else. Yeah, I don't know. I think partner lasts longer or something. I don't know. You have a YouTube as well? Yeah, it's mainly just my streams. I just transfer over there, so it's kind of cluttered with all of my streams. Sometimes I upload actual YouTube videos, but it's very infrequent, and usually it's like playing some kind of meaty track on my SC55 or like my MT32 or something, and just recording that. Been okay, Fariel. I know a non-affiliate and their VOD lasts 3 months. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea then. Alright, let us begin our reading. So, this is Star Wars number 11. At last, beyond the movie, beyond the galaxy. And this is going to be a more Luke Skywalker focused story, I think. Whereas the last ones have been all Han Solo. And starting in this issue, I believe, we have new writers and new artists. I'm not sure if Howard Chaykin is still working on it. We'll find out. But I think Roy Thomas stopped writing in this issue. And We'll see if it's as good. Alright. So, Luke says, R2, 3PO, into the ship. My blaster's not stopping this thing. C-3PO says, but Master Luke, the ship is sinking. This issue, the fate of Luke Skywalker. Alright. Whoa, do you like being bored? Don't read this. Let's zoom in here. So I'll be staying long today. I want to go watch this dude called Metroid Hatchling. Not sure if you've heard of him before or not. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sometimes you've had it with everything, even TV, and you're up to your eyeballs with your friends, your mom and dad, the world. Wham! The blahs set in. And the blahs can be hard to shake. That's when you need something different, exciting, and fun. Have we got a deal for you? Starting March 23rd, Pizzazz will be available at newsstands and candy stores coast to coast. Right now, you have to buy a subscription or move to the south. Move to the south? Why? To get Pizzazz. Next month, you can see it for yourself wherever you like. Try the Pizzazz perusal test and blast the blahs to smithereens. Pizzazz is the brand new magazine for preteens, early teens that banishes boredom for hours on end. How do we know our magazine will pass your perusal test with flying colors? Because we asked lots of kids all over the country about their likes and dislikes, what they like to read and what they don't. Once we had their answers, we hired the best writers, artists, and cartoonists to put together a magazine guaranteed to knock your socks off. The result, Pizzazz. Pizzazz gives you inside stories on your favorite movie and TV shows. Do you know how they made the robots for Star Wars? Or what stroke the man from Atlantis swims? Not slims. We've got parodies of commercials, superhero jokes, and caricatures of famous stars. Dream Dimension analyzes your dreams. Dear Wendy solves your personal hang-ups. There are short stories, comic strips, cooking, and magic lessons, reviews of new movies, rock stars, TV shows, books, sports, and records, pull-out calendars, games, and puzzles. Pizzazz will make you laugh. It might even make you smart. Check it out, March 23rd. It will be within arm's reach of the next issue of this comic for only 75 cents. How wrong can you go? So speaking of Pizzazz, they had an issue at my local comic book shop, and I bought it. So we can read it. It's 1977 too, so it is like the perfect era of what we're doing. I don't know how long Pizzazz lasted, but I saw it and I was like, hey, I've seen so many ads for that in my comic book readings lately. It was $5. Gotta buy it. So, if we have time, we'll check this out in a bit. Long ago in a galaxy far, far away, there exists a state of cosmic civil war. A brave alliance of underground freedom fighters has challenged the tyranny and oppression of the awesome Galactic Empire. This is their story. Star Wars, the greatest space fantasy of all. Continuing the saga begun in the film by George Lucas. I guess I should zoom in here. Give me a second. Let's do that. There we go. Released by 20th Century Fox. Writer and editor is Archie Goodwin. Okay, so Archie Goodwin was the consulting editor. Now he's the writer and editor. He swapped places with Roy Thomas, it looks like. He's the consulting editor now. So yeah, Roy Thomas didn't have... I don't think he had too much to do with the series going onward. I'm not sure. Howard Chaykin also, unfortunately, dropped out. We have art by Carmine Infantino, who sounds really familiar. Did he work on Batman? I have to look this up. Give me a second. I want to see. Carmine Infantino. What did he work on? I want to say he worked on Batman in like the 60s. Let's see. Carmine Michael Infantino, American comics artist and editor primarily for DC Comics during the late 50s and 60s in the Silver Age, and he drew Detective Comics. Hey, what do you know? I got it right. So, back in the 50s and 60s, he used to draw Batman, and now here in the 70s, he's drawing Star Wars. Okay, well that's cool. That's cool. He does really good work in the old Batman stuff. Anyway, Carmine Infantino and Terry Austin are the artists. We have Joe Rosens, letterer, Janice Cohen, colorist, and Roy Thomas, consulting editor. Star Search. The planet is called Aduba 3. So that's where we've been in the last few issues. I guess we're starting off with Han Solo here, so that's pretty cool. It is a backwater world, one of the many on the galactic rim, too poor, too distant for the Empire's dark interest. The ship is the Millennium Falcon. To some, it might seem a battered, ordinary freighter if they had never smuggled spice on the Kessel Run, or challenged the TIE fighter of Sith Lord Darth Vader in the Battle of the Death Star. And so this issue was published in 1978, May of 1978. All right. Or talked to its captain, Han Solo. Better say goodbye while you can, Chewie. I'm computing for the jump to hyperspace. That hunk of rock and sand wasn't much, but it was home sweet home for a little while. When you've a price on your head like we do, that's as much as you can expect of any place. Whoa! Yeah, you're right. We made some interesting acquaintances there, too. Quite a crew, really, considering I first had them all pegged as down and definitely out Starhoppers. See issue number 8, Arch. Jim the Starkiller Kid. His robot Effie, Amaza, our lady friend from the Black Hole Gang, Jackson, who looked like a bunny and fought like a tiger, Don Juan Quixote, crazy old timer who thought he was a Jedi Knight, and Hedgie, the quill-throwing Spiner. Pretty motley assortment, even when you add one Corellian space ace like me, and a friendly neighborhood Wookiee like yourself, Chewbacca. Still, we came through as champions for those farmer types against the Cloud Riders, but at a price, and a damn high one. Who knows? Maybe someday us survivors will team up again. But for now, I figure rather than running from one rim world to the next, we might as well take our chances rejoining Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia at the Rebel base. That's an interesting sound, Chewbacca. Okay, sorry if it's a little bit out of focus. I'm trying to keep it in focus as best I can here. No, not because I miss them. Don't let a few good deeds make you think I'm going soft. It's shrewd strategy, that's all. I'm not about to lose my standing as a mercenary. Now hang on to your fur. We're gonna pop into light speed. That's a pretty cool panel there. I like the art in that. It's kind of neat. Han Solo's fingers move over the controls, and suddenly the stars become Doppler-distorted streamers as the Millennium Falcon surges into hyperspace. Can I focus here? Maybe? Okay. The vast gulfs of intergalactic space gradually fall away. Until, dropping back to sublight, Chewie. We're still well shy of the Yavin system, but if Imperial forces have shown up there again, as they did with the Death Star in issues number 5 and 6, we won't help by popping up right in the middle of them. But first check of the spaceways about them reveals nothing Then... I see the scope, Chewie. Cruiser coming on us at battle speed. Hit the deflectors and get ready to... Wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, we got an ad. Satisfy your meat tooth. For those times when you get a craving for something to really sink your teeth into, sink them into a Slim Jim meat snacks. The chewy all-meat sticks that come in 6 mouth-watering flavors: mild, spicy, pizza, bacon, salami, and pepperoni. One bite will have you absolutely howling with delight. A little less than a meal, a little more than a snack. Hey, Grit actually has a little comic strip this issue. I don't know if we've read that. I don't think we've seen that one yet. The Adventures of Grit Boy. Hey, Blake, where'd you get the Great Rubber Raft? It's a prize for selling Grit, America's only national full-family newspaper. Blake earns $1,050 a week serving 88 customers. He won this raft in just over 1 3/4 years. 107 prizes. Girls sell Grit too. The more papers you sell, the better the prize. For every 35-cent copy you sell, you keep 12 cents. Earn $3, $5, even $12 a week in your spare time. Grit has something for everyone. 30,000 boys and girls sell it, and 1.4 million families buy it. News, stories, sports, patterns, odd, strange, okay. Odd, strange for curious? What? Recipes, hobbies, humor, more, comics. Send no money in advance. Pay only for the papers you sell. A few months later, I dedicate my next trick to Amazing Grit. I taught him how to make money and make prizes and money out of newspapers. Chris has been selling 36 copies for 26 weeks. He's earned over $112, and he just earned this TV magic set. Grit serving America since 1882. Williamsport, Pennsylvania, 17701. Send coupon today. And here we have an exciting offer for Earthlings. Bleep, zwit, pling, a, pling, up, fliz, bloop. That's how R2-D2 sounds, right? Hey kids, be the first on your planet to join the most exciting fan club in the history of the galaxy, the official Star Wars fan club. Headquartered on the 4th moon of Yavin, only 1/2 land sector from the main rebel base, the SWFC has just opened a terrestrial chapter. As a citizen of the planet Earth, you can become a charter member. The SWFC is the only fan club that's really out of this world. Actually, it's just a figure of speech. We realize how difficult interplanetary travel is for you Earthlings. As a member, you'll receive advance info about Star Wars events. You'll be invited to attend Star Wars conventions now being planned. That sounds awesome, actually. Your $5 membership fee also brings you the following items, designed exclusively for the SWFC. I think if I was a kid back then, I probably would send in this coupon. Like, there's a damn good chance I would have done that. 20 by 28 color poster, a heat transferred for t-shirt, embroidered jacket patch, self-stick color decal, Star Wars book cover, a newsletter, membership card, 8 by 10 color photo, and a wallet-size photo. We look forward to welcoming you to the official Star Wars fan club, and may the Force be with you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Alright, let us continue with our story. That's not one of the Empire's ships. It's our old pirate pal, Crimson Jack. The one who made off with our treasure, big buddy. Why does Crimson Jack have a Star Destroyer? How the hell did he get one of those? It can't be a coincidence. That fortune-hungry parasite must have planted some kind of tracer aboard the first time he grabbed us, back in Star Wars number 7. I hate dirty tricks like that, particularly when I don't pull them first. There's his warning shot. Shut her down, Chewie. I've got an idea. And shortly, tractor beams haul the Millennium Falcon into the giant craft's hold. There, A waiting horde swarms eagerly aboard. Well, well, Solo, my little playmate Jolly said I'd wasted my tracer. Said you'd never be stupid enough to stray into my sector again, but I pride myself on recognizing a steady customer. This time he's come empty-handed, Captain. There's nothing here to buy the lives of him and that hulking furball. No problem, pal. The rebels could use a cruiser like this. I'm gonna play on old Jack's greed to bring him right to them. We'll probably get rewarded all over again, like when we rescued the princess and... Uh-oh. I see it, but I don't believe it. Don't jump to conclusions, Chewie. But yeah, this may mean a very large crimp in my plan. Still an ever ready eye for the ladies, eh, Solo? Even with your tail in a sling? Well, this is a special one, all right. Princess and senator, no less. And rebel besides. I figure the Alliance will pay a smart ransom for her. Only she won't tell me where their base is. See, you can then sell that information to the Empire? This cruiser will rust around your ears before I tell you anything. Spunky, isn't she, Mr. Solo? We caught her all alone, hopping across the void. Nervy, but foolish. Of course, the right example could cure the princess's foolishness. That's where you and your Wookiee friend come in, my boy. Jolly, you and the lad set your blasters at slow burn. We're gonna fry a pair of penniless Star Rovers. To demonstrate what's in store for Leia Organa here if she does not cooperate. Wait a minute, Jack. Oh. Not on your life, mister, which is about to become short, hot, and very unhappy. Chris Claremont and Mike Zeck present a new era of greatness for Power Man and Iron Fist. More action than ever before. Join the wildest team of all in the most unbeatable adventures ever. On sale now wherever comic art classics are sold. And we have Park Rider by Nash. Is that a skateboard? Now, the world's largest water ski and skateboard manufacturer comes the world's finest skateboards. Bull Rider, Bull Rider, Bull Rider, Bull Rider, a Bull Rider. Nash Manufacturing Incorporated, Fort Worth, Texas. Nash. Contact your local toy or sporting goods dealer. That's pretty cool. Down, Chewie! I need time to talk, and you're gonna have to buy it for me. The giant Wookiee needs no further instructions. With speeds seemingly impossible for his great bulk, he is up again and moving. Are we focused? Are we focused? Okay. Moving into blasts, meant to kill slowly. Long. And Chewbacca has no intention of standing still for that. Great going, First Mate. Gotta change the setting fast, then. Call off the hounds, Jack. You've got the men and firepower to take us out, but it'll be rough gloating without a head. A worthwhile point, Mr. Solo, if my men don't pick you off first. You can probably get a few moments discussion out of it before someone tries. Someday, Jack, we're gonna talk when you don't have any men. But if Chewie and I die now, you'll miss out on the treasure, plus a bloodless and easy way to get what you want from the princess. What treasure, Solo? We took that from you last time. And I cried a lot about it, Redbeard. Then I realized there was a way to get more, but it'd take a cruiser to pull it off. Why do you think I let you grab the Millennium Falcon? Without even a chase, Jack. I was coming to you with this proposition anyway. Solo, I trust you about as much as I'd trust riding a space spice keg through a meteor swarm. But you've intrigued me enough to give you a reprieve and a free meal. Wow, a free meal? Sometime later, in the pirate master's quarters, a feast is underway, as is a great deal of fast talking by the skipper of the Millennium Falcon. What I don't understand is how this space pirate got control of a freaking Star Destroyer. That's just nuts. I don't know what's going on here. Realize I'm in a poor bargaining position, Jack, so I'm willing to settle for a 50-50 split. You provide the attack force, I provide the loot's location. Jolly, fill my cup again, will you, sweetheart? I'll fill your face with the business end of my blaster, you Corellian conniver. Captain, how much longer are we going to put up with this space gas? Space gas. Space gas. Oop. Hey, this is cool. Thrill to Robert E. Howard's Greatest Heroes. Cull the Destroyer by Don Glut and Ernie Chan, on sale every 60 days. Conan the Barbarian by Roy Thomas and John Buscema, on sale now. Red Sonja, She-Devil with a Sword by Roy Thomas, Claire Noto, and Frank Thorne, on sale every 60 days. Tarzan, Lord of the Jungle. Enter The Strange Worlds of Edgar Rice Burroughs. It's a trip you will never forget. John Carter, Warlord of Mars, both on sale now. Wasn't there a John Carter movie, like, not too long ago? Maybe it might have been 10 years ago, I don't know. But, like, relatively not too long ago, that was like a total failure or something. I don't remember exactly, but I feel like there was a John Carter movie not too long ago. Free booklet. See your muscles grow day by day. John Carter was a very long time ago. Well, when was it? Was it like 2010? I don't know. In my mind, that's still recent. That's why I said relatively recently. 2012. Okay, so yeah, that's recent in my mind. Also, hi Lobo, how you doing? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Take your choice. You can do this. Build powerful muscles fast. Lose fat. Gain muscular weight. Double or triple your strength. Trim your waist and feel better. Get into shape. Skinny, muscles will appear almost like magic. Okay, this isn't the one that was designed by West German scientists, though. Been lurking? Whoa, you need that coupon? You want, you bet I want muscles. Rush me your free booklet and all your colorful brochures. I am sending you 25 cents to help cover postage and handling costs. You need this coupon? Your new muscles will feel like dynamite. Be great. Be somebody special. Yeah. These ads are ridiculous. Jolly. When will you learn that a man can always be killed later, but a lost opportunity is very difficult to revive? Yeah, Chewie, our new partner is something. He thinks, he drinks, he philosophizes. Even if he was a little quick on the trigger himself back there in the hold. And I could be again, partner, or past dessert, but I'm still hungry for solid proof of this treasure business, or your ability to make Princess Leia here cooperate. Happy to oblige, Jack. You see, that tidy fortune you pried from me was a reward, direct from the treasury of the Rebel Alliance, for rescuing this lady from the Empire's clutches. By the Black Nebula, there have been rumors about such a rescue, but But what no one knows is that during that rescue, the prim and proper princess fell in love. Put some feeling into it, your royalness. Our lives are at stake. She's just like, oh my goodness. Thanks for keeping silent up till now. I know it goes against your nature not to be screaming about what I'm doing wrong. Actually, I've been speechless. It's long enough since escaping the Death Star that I'd forgotten just how muddled your rescues get. Just what is this supposed to accomplish? I'm not sure, but at least it's fun. And the more friend Jack has to think about, the longer he'll keep us alive. Then allow me to make a contribution. How dare you, Han Solo? How dare you betray my feelings for you? Rap! One! Just smacked him in the head. I can't stop you from leading these vermin to our treasury in the Drexel system. You already know the approach through its defense grid. Captain, I'd like to return to my cell. But Luke Skywalker's there too. That means some surprises are in store for you. Take her back, Jolly. And as the sole survivor of the planet Alderaan's ruling house is led away, I doubt you'll ever charm that firebrand into cooperation, Solo. But she'll be a valuable hostage if this Skywalker gives us trouble. Who is he, anyway? Sort of a rival. Really gets around, it seems. Then we'd best do some getting around ourselves. Up to the bridge, and start computing our course to the Drexel system. Never thought I'd be saying this to a spice smuggling sharpie like you, Solo, but you actually seem to have told the truth. Sure, Chewie. Suddenly everything is going our way. So why do I feel like the one who's been had? It's that princess. We meet up, and all at once I get sucked into doing something stupid, like playing hero. Move it, you two Starhoppers, before those crafty rebels move their treasury store. And under Crimson Jack's roaring commands, the pirate cruiser builds for the leap into lightspeed. While down in the retention block, for a pampered noble lady, you handled that wise-mouthed Corellian pretty well, Princess. Of course, I'd put a blaster in his belly if he tried kissing me. Is it Han Solo you don't like, Jolly? Or Corellians in general? It's men, lady. The whole blasted breed. A smooth-talking, handsome one is no better than any other, and maybe worse. There are good men, Jolly. A pirate vessel may not be the best place to find them. Certainly, I've had my problems with Mr. Solo. Still, he does kiss well. Zisp. Why did they draw Princess Leia like this? Her eyes are just so, like, what is going on here? Is she supposed to be Asian or something? Like, it looks like a really bad Asian caricature from, like, the 1940s. Just a bizarre way to draw her. Well, what does a high muckety-muck rebel princess know about anything anyway? Clong. Keep your thoughts on men and kissing to yourself. The lady pirate storms from the detention area, disturbed by her own anger, uncertain why it suddenly erupted, leaving Princess Leia Organa alone in the darkness with her own thoughts. Right now, she has many, from the destruction of her home Alderaan to the problems of warring against a still strong empire, to her own immediate peril, yet mostly her mind flies to visions of one young man. A farm boy of the desert world Tatooine turned Star Warrior, Luke Skywalker. Bum-ba-da-dum, bum-ba-da-dum. May the farce be with you, Howard the Duck, trapped in a world he never made. Wah! Howard is a contemporary. He reflects the reader's anger and frustration And maybe most of all, his sense of impotence. The feeling that no matter what you do, things will keep on getting worse. Stan Lee. From Playboy to the Village Voice, everybody is talking about Howard. But Steve Gerber and Gene Colan keep producing this monthly dose of madness anyway. And now, a message from Beverly Switzler. Get down, America. If your local newspaper doesn't feature the Daily Howard comic strip, contact the paper's feature editor right now. Demand your duck. Thank you. Piano, Steve Gerber. Pick up Howard's latest adventure on sale now. Get Rich and Famous, the famous Clark bars. They're all so rich and so good, you may have trouble making up your mind. Subscribe to the superheroes. Get your favorite Marvel mags now delivered to you by mail. And remember, all titles are mailed flat. Sweet. Alrighty. Ooh. What's this? Fill in coupon, cut out, place an envelope, and mail. We pay postage, no risk to take, no investment to make. Here's how easy it is to start earning your prizes right away. Just sell from our easy-to-carry album of beautiful all-occasion greeting cards, correspondence notes, and post-its. Just show this album to friends, relatives, neighbors. Everyone's always sending greeting cards, and almost everyone will be glad to buy a box or two from you. Because these fine quality cards are a great value at only $2.95 a box. And there's an assortment sure to please every taste. Sell as many boxes as you need for as many prizes as you want, or keep $1 a box cash profit. Just fill in coupon and place an envelope. Cut out postage-free label, paste on envelope, and mail. We'll rush you everything you need at no cost to you. Sales leader since 1958. Sales Leadership Club, Department 78MC2, Springfield, Massachusetts. Without obligation, enroll me as a member. Rush me free membership card. Free album of sample cards. Free prize cataloging. Complete details on how to earn valuable prizes or big cash profits. The proven sales leadership way. Genius! Absolutely genius, Lobo. Absolutely genius. Join the year-round leader for great prizes or cash. Sell beautiful greeting cards the easy SLC way. Free catalog shows price. Is it prize? The hell? What is that word? Shows prizes? Prizes maybe for everyone? Just a few shown here. Yeah, it's prizes. Okay. You can win, God, these are so hard to read. What is that? Oh, AM FM radio. Sell only 9 boxes? What? Okay, I'm not gonna read all this. It's very difficult to make out some of these words. They're all like inky and smushy. I am the Watcher, your guide to startling tales of alternate realities in every issue of What If? What if Spider-Man joined the Fantastic Four? What if someone else besides Spider-Man had been bitten by the radioactive spider? What if the invaders had stayed together after World War II? What if Captain America hadn't vanished during World War II? I won't let Bucky die, not this time, he says. Special things happen in Marvel Premiere featuring Liberty Legion, Monarch Starstalker, the man-brute called Wood God, the Mark of Cain, the Torpedo, Weird World, and the 3D Man. And there's more to come. Alright, let's continue our little story here. Oh, Luke, if only you hadn't volunteered for that scouting mission, then we'd both be safe, back at our main base on the 4th moon of Yavin. But after the battle of the Death Star, there was no way to be certain whether or not Darth Vader had succeeded in reporting our position to Empire forces. We may have to seek a new hiding place, Your Majesty, and young Skywalker has proven himself one of our best pilots. And I'm needed here as both symbol and leader of the Rebel Alliance. I understand, General Dodonna. But I still wish I were going with him. At least I could take comfort that you weren't alone, that you had companions, the loyal droids, R2, D2, and C3PO. But when at last you made transceiver communication... I think I've found a new safe haven, Princess. It's a planet in the Drexel system that... No, it is impossible. What's happening? We're losing contact. It was never regained. Something happened to you and your ship while orbiting an unnamed planet there in the Drexel star system, and I knew I couldn't rest or think of my duties until I found out what. So I set off in search for you, Luke. And I got captured by Crimson Jack instead. But if Han Solo just picks up on the hints I gave, the search will still go on, Luke. It must. Meanwhile, on the huge spacecraft's bridge. This Drexel system is little more than a name to me, Solo, and our chart printouts don't have much data either. What is that hat that man is wearing? Look at that man's hat. Can you see that? It's like a, I don't know, like a 1800s English nightcap. Not entirely sure what the hell's going on with that. Sorry. Very weird hat. You've been working the same sectors too long, Jack. Makes for comfortable pirating, but narrows your view of the universe. Space hopping forces us to keep a much more detailed set of charts aboard the Falcon. Okay to have Chewie tap in our computer systems with yours so we can draw on them? So long as your Hirstute first mate doesn't mind an escort or the possibility of being slain by them if he tries anything suspicious. No problem, Jack. As Chewie always says. What's the fun in being partners if you can't trust one another? Don't worry about the Wookiee, Jack. He'll only do what he's supposed to. Meantime, let me get started on the preliminary computations. It's a long hop to the Drexel system. Hey, Diggler Dirk, welcome in. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Hirstute is a word that has sadly fallen out of fashion. Yeah, I don't really hear Hirstute too much anymore. You know? We really should bring back Hirstute. Hirstute. Let's look up the dictionary definition of Hirstute so we can all fully understand. Hairy. They're Hirstute chests. There we go. That's a good word. I like that word. So Hirstute means hairy, or woolly, or furry, or shaggy, or bushy. It's very nice. Very nice. Only one T. Hirsute? Oh, is it not Hirstute? Hirsute! Hirsute. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Where did they say Hirsute? Where is it? Did they write it with a T in here, or did I just misread it? Oh, Hirsute. It's right there. It's right there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hirsute. They spelled it right. They spelled it right. Cool. All right. Hirsute. Nice. Latch on to mystical marvels, supernatural sensations before they latch on to you. We dare you to enter the tomb of Dracula, Lord of Vampires. Ride into adventure with Ghost Rider, the most supernatural superhero of all. We'll be reading a Ghost Rider comic next. And be sure to visit Doctor Strange, Master of the Mystic Arts. Fear-filled fantasy from the haunted house of ideas. And behold the Marvel galaxy of superstars, the man called Nova, Captain Marvel, the Incredible Hulk, Daredevil, the man without fear, the hands of Shang-Chi, master of Kung Fu. All at your newsstand, not very far, far away. Hirsute. Hirsute. What a word. What a word. And it's one of the few places in this galaxy I've never been before. But why upset my red-bearded buddy with that tidbit of information? Or the fact that any starfaring old-timer I ever talked to said it's a spot to be avoided like a black hole. I don't know what Luke Skywalker's doing there, but the princess certainly set things up, so we're all about to find out. Yeah, kid, wherever you are, whatever mess you're in, you're about to have lots of company. Meanwhile, R2, 3PO, back inside the ship. The charge in my blaster has gotten too weak. These shots won't stop it. Beep. You heard Master Luke, R2-D2? I'm quite sure he's already aware that the ship is sinking. Well, that's quite a transition. It'll be afloat longer than we will if that monster strikes. Move, you two. That thing's getting less shy with every blast, and that's it. The charge has run out. Quickly, Master Luke. The ugly creature is making its... Wallom! Move! Got that emergency hatch fastened just in time, but if that blow didn't crack the ship in two, the next one will. What do you mean this way, R2? Is your integrated logic terminal screwed on backwards? Obviously, the water is deeper in that direction. If there's one thing I hate more than space travel, it's swimming. Oh, there's the Marvel Bullpen Bulletins. Okay, hey, we have... advertisement. Thor meets a glutton for gold. A glutton for gold, sorry. Gold in Asgard has been less golden of late, due to mysterious disappearances of much of its gold. Truly, I am Gudrun the Golden. I will gather unto myself all that is gold, so it may reflect back mine glory. Mighty Thor, canst thou not stem this mysterious flow of Asgard's gold? Nay, rather this evil plot calls for brains instead of brawn. Gathered here are all the golden hostess Twinkies snack cakes in Asgard. Truly, no lover of gold could resist capturing such a treasure trove of rich golden sponge cakes. I come for golden bars of metal and fine golden bars of rich, moist cake. This is indeed a treasure. Thy taste for gold has entrapped thee. I confess the delicious golden cake of Hostess Twinkie snack cakes pleases me more than the gold of metal. The creamed filling, too, is worthy of the gods. Once again, Asgard's gold is for our gods. Truly, 'tis better to enjoy the golden goodness of Hostess Cake Twinkie snack cakes than store up gold that does not but gather dust. You get a big delight in every bite of Hostess Twinkie snack cakes. Do-do-do. All right. Alrighty then. I think I know what he's up to, 3PO. Follow him. Exactly as I was about to suggest, sir. May as well humor the stubborn little droid. Make his last moments before short-circuiting happy ones, and... R2, what are you doing now? He's opening the life pod chamber inside... He's opening the life pod chamber inside before it floods. Things are happening entirely too fast for my comprehension reactors. One moment we're safely orbiting this planet, the next all systems go dead, and we crash glide into seemingly endless ocean. Then that creature. Seal the safety door, R2, and pray this pod can still... Eject! And long moments later, when the pod has bobbed to the surface. Can you see anything, Master Luke? The end of our spacecraft, 3PO. That king-size waterworm is about to apply the finishing touches. At least we put some distance between us so that Wait a minute. Oh dear. Don't tell me there's a new danger, sir. I don't know what to think. The thing stopped, looked around as though it heard some sound or signal. Those great slimy brutes are under someone else's control? Master Luke, what manner of world are we stranded upon? And now a second creature has shown up, and this one has a rider. Next issue, Doom World. Bum bum bum. Alright. It's getting wilder and wilder. Back in the days of the prehistoric past, before the fall of the great lizards, there walked a creature the likes of which the world has never seen. He strode through the valley of flame where monsters dwell, a giant red-scaled demon known as Devil Dinosaur. His only companion, the young Dawn Man, Moon Boy. A daringly different creation from Jack King Kirby. Don't miss the first collector's item issue on sale now. Alright, so there's no Star Wars page this issue, so we won't be able to read any letters to the editor. Maybe there will be some in the next issue, hopefully. Here's earn famous name prizes or cash. It's just, yeah, more of that crap. And on the back we have, here's a new ad we haven't seen. Good hitting starts with the basics. Keeping your eye on the ball and using the right bat. Keeping your eye on the ball takes concentration. One way to develop that concentration is to always watch the ball, even when it's being thrown back to the pitcher. Once you have a good eye contact, you can concentrate on meeting the ball, and that's when you start to hit the ball solid. A big part of hitting is using a bat that feels right. That's why there are so many different Louisville Slugger bats in both wood and aluminum. There's one that's going to be just right for you. Just as there's a Louisville Slugger I depend on. That's why Louisville Slugger has been the bat of champions since 1884. What is this name? Johnny Bench? Is it Johnny Bench? I'm not familiar with 1970s baseball players, so yeah. Send for these Louisville? I don't know. Slugger collector's items. Bat ballpoint pen with Johnny Bench autograph. Okay, yeah, it says Johnny Bench right there. Bat pen and pencil set. Set features Reggie Jackson or Pete Rose autographs. Send check or money order to H&B Promotions, Department MC P.O. Box 18177, Louisville, Kentucky. Look for the full line of Championship Louisville or Louisville Slugger gloves and mitts, too. Hillerick and Bradsby Company, the hard-hitting name in sports. Alright, that was Star Wars number 11. Next week we will move on to Star Wars number 12. I'm really enjoying reading these Star Wars comics. They're just the right amount of goofy. I think they're a lot of fun. Alright, let's move on to the next issue, which is Marvel Spotlight number 11. This is actually going to be, I believe, our last issue of Marvel Spotlight. Well, sort of. So, here's the situation. This is the last issue of Marvel Spotlight on Ghost Rider. The next one is Marvel Spotlight on Son of Satan, which does connect with issue number 1 of Ghost Rider. So, kind of our last Marvel Spotlight, but technically we have one more. So, we will read this one. By the way, this is a facsimile. But, yeah, whatever. Facsimiles are fine. I didn't feel like it was necessarily something I should invest the $100 or so that it costs for a real copy. That's technically not really a Ghost Rider issue. But, yeah. I love this cover. The color is great. I love the contrast, the white, the red, the blue. Ghost Rider covers just, they look so damn good. They always look great. Some of the best covers of the Bronze Age, I think, for Marvel. Anyway, here we go. This is Marvel Spotlight on Ghost Rider. Number 11. Is he alive or is he dead? So, you received your superpowers from Satan, did you? Well, so did I! The spells of the Witch Woman! Alright, let's go. Let's go. Super Bodybuilding Course. Introducing the Body System. The bodybuilding system that guarantees you'll put on inches of powerful muscles on your body. At last, new bodybuilding secrets are now available for your use. Finally, after years of experimenting, we have come up with the fastest muscle building system in the world. Is that Nicolas Cage on the cover? What, right there? Yes, that's Nicolas Cage. Hey, Yoshio-kun. Welcome in. It's good to see you. You'll put inches of powerful muscles on your body. New bodybuilding secrets are now available for your use. Finally, after years of experimenting, we have come up with the fastest muscle building system in the world. Our course really works. Thousands have taken our course and have obtained fantastic results. You still haven't seen those movies? Me neither. Sorry. Right in the privacy of your own bedroom, you can completely transform your body. See your muscles grow day by day. You can have powerful muscles fast, not by years and years of hard work, but by simply following our fascinating system. A system that works so fast you can see results from day to day. Isn't that the kind of course you want? We absolutely guarantee results. Woo. Hope you're having a good Sunday, Yoshio-kun. Maury Mitchell gained 65 pounds of muscle while following our revolutionary new methods on bodybuilding. Take your choice. You can do this. Double or triple your strength in record time. It wouldn't take long before you can perform feats of strength. Build huge, giant-sized muscles. Fast. You'll have bulging muscles before you know it. Trim your waist by following ultra-modern methods. It won't take long before your waist shows washboard abdominal muscles. Gain weight. You can actually gain up to 50 pounds of rock hard muscle. Lose fat. You'll find it easy to get rid of excess fat and replace it with muscle. Feel 100% better. You can't help but feel great once you own a muscular body. Alright, let's get to the story. Stan Lee presents The Ghost Rider, Season of the Witch Woman. What should I call you? Johnny Blaze? Ghost Rider? Little difference it makes, since you now are in the hands of Witch Woman, whose intention it is to deliver your soul to its rightful owner, Satan! Gary Friedrich, writer, Tom Sutton, artist, Sid Shores, inker, John Costanza, letterer, Glynis Wine, colorist, and Roy Thomas as editor. Marvel Spotlight is published by Marvel Comics Group, Office of Publication, 575 Madison Avenue, New York, New York, 10022, published bi-monthly, copyright 1973 by Marvel Comics Group, a division of Cadence Industries Corporation. All rights reserved, 575 Madison Avenue, New York, New York, 10022. Volume 1, Number 11, August 1973 issue. Price 20 cents per copy in the US and Canada. Subscription rate is $2.75 for 12 issues. Canada, $3.25. Foreign, $4.50. No similarity between any of the names, characters, persons, and or institutions in this magazine with those of any living or dead person or institution is intended, and any such similarity which may exist is purely coincidental. Printed in the USA. It's like the disclaimer they have at the beginning of South Park. But who are you? Why have you gone to such lengths to bring me here? Why didn't you let the police catch me in the desert? Silence! If you think back, surely you will know the answer. Thinking back, yes, the police were chasing me, closing in, but I was determined to outrun them. And I finally got away by leaping across a wide gully their cars couldn't possibly cross, only to be immediately pursued by a police helicopter. I remember thinking it was over, that I would certainly be caught, when suddenly a strange kaleidoscopic vortex opened before me. And with very little choice, I rode into it, not even considering the consequences, without the slightest doubt that it would lead to a death trap set by the devil. A mistake of epic proportions, to say the least. Not that it matters now. But why? What have you to gain by delivering me to him? I will tell you. You deserve that much, once you've been secured. What? Flaming shackles, pinning me to the wall! How observant of you, Johnny Blaze. I apologize, but even I must be cautious. I was forewarned of your capacity for trickery, and I intend to take all precautions. But I think those should keep you at bay until I am ready. What a waste, so strong and so handsome in your mortal form, yet such a vain and foolish male. You see, my powers are no greater than yours, but I have taken time to master them. And that is something you've ignored. You'd rather wallow in self-pity. And as a result, you now find yourself helpless, totally at my mercy. Think about it while I tell you how this situation, which I am certain you find most hateful, came to be. My mortal name was Linda Littletrees. My father is the medicine man called Snake Dance. You can check up on her family tree in Marvel Spotlight number 11. Wait, aren't we reading number 11? Yes, this is Marvel Spotlight number 11. That must be a typo. They must be referring to, like, number 10 or something. Because why would they put a reference and be like, check out Marvel Spotlight number 11 in number 11? Whatever. I was raised in poverty on a nearby Apache reservation, and my intellect was my family's only marketable possession. A possession which has brought me to the brink of immortality, and you to your doom. The most unlikely duo of villains ever. That's Attuma and the Red Ghost in Defenders number 7. Strategy and Tactics. Ooh. Year of the Rat, Vietnam, 1972. The Paper Time Machine. This is interesting. It's like a board game, I think. Strategy and Tactics is a magazine. Oh! You know, I think I've actually had some of these magazines before. Like, I bought, like, a big collection of stuff because I was trying to get the Battletech magazine. That was, like, what was it called? What the hell is that magazine called? I don't know. Whatever the old official Battletech magazine was, and I think it came with a couple Strategy and Tactic magazines. I think I sold them, though. I don't know. Anyway. Strategy and Tactics is a magazine. It's also a tool, a time machine that enables you to replay the crucial events, past, present, and future, that shape our lives. Now, instead of merely reading about what's happening, you can explore and experience the alternatives and decision points through the technique of conflict simulation. What is conflict simulation? Conflict simulation is a way of analyzing a political or military conflict situation, a way that is as intellectually stimulating as a game of chess, and as thorough as a written analysis. Through the use of the conflict simulation or game format, the conflict situation is recreated so that you are in a position to make the vital decisions, and in the game at least, change the way things were, are, or will be. What you get. Strategy and Tactics magazine is published bi-monthly. Each issue contains a ready-to-play conflict simulation game with a 22 by 28 playing surface, die-cut playing pieces, and complete rules. An analytical article on this same subject as the game in that issue. Other feature articles on historical and military subjects. Game and book reviews, commentary on existing games, and discussions of subscribers' questions. The magazine is 48 plus pages long, and all materials handled in a highly organized and easily understandable graphic format. Games recently published in Strategy and Tactics were Grunt, Ground Combat in Vietnam, Lost Battles, Tactical Combat in Russia, 1941 to 44, USN, The War in the Pacific, 1941-43, Combat Command, Tactical Combat in Western Europe, 1944. We also publish a separate line of conflict simulation games, which you will find listed in the coupon. Free to new subscribers, Napoleon at Waterloo, History's Greatest Battle, presented in a game design specially created to introduce new readers to conflict and simulation. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I like that. I like old, like, 1980s and 70s, like, simulation type games. They're always really complicated, and I can never find anyone to play them with. But I really like the idea of them. I have a few that I've collected, but... well, maybe someday I'll get to play them. Watch, Johnny Blaze, as I use my Satan-granted powers to project my thoughts on air. A feat you too could easily perform, had you ever tried. It was less than a year ago that my father and Sam Silvercloud saw me off to college in the East. I was young, innocent, and frightened, but I was also excited. After all, I was the first of my people to win a scholarship to an exclusive women's college. Enough for the old man, Linda. How about the man you're going to marry someday? I'm saving the best for last, Sam. Goodbye, Father. Hey, oh, Mayo. What's up, Mayo Dongs? How you doing? Welcome in. Soon I was winging my way eastward, filled with a mixture of fear and anticipation, and also bitterly overwhelmed at the thought, at the plight of those I'd left behind. So I was determined to be a loner at school. Who'd want to associate with an Indian anyway, I thought. My new roommate was who. Peace, Redskin. Is that how you greet your new Native American roommate? Peace, Redskin. Jeez. Me friendly. What's your word? Kimosabi? No reaction, huh? So much for the Rickless bit. The Rickles bit. How about I'm Jennifer Glatzer. Welcome to our home. Jeez. Let's get focused on. I'm Linda Littletrees. You live here too? Only temporarily, if that last name's for real, but come on in. What an odd candle holder. What is it? The Mark of Satan, Natch. I'll tell you all about it. You just go to college and your roommate is just like, peace, Redskin. Hey, want to hear the word about Satan? This is so ridiculous. Jeez. Who is Nightshade? Learn her secret in Captain America 164. This is so ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Wow, an Apache and a witch under the same roof. Okay. Don't knock it, honey. We might make quite a duo, especially with a little help from him. You know, the devil. My goodness. I like Jennifer right off. She was completely liberated, not a bit of prejudice in her, and really bright. And she even got me into the countless volumes on Satanism she kept around the place. Oh, goodness. What the hell? I never took them seriously, of course. They were sort of a joke between us at first, but after studying them for several months, I began to wonder. Until at last, after about 6 months, I came to grips with reality. I'd been reading late and fell asleep with some of the books on my bed. And while I slept, Jennifer crept into the room, opened the window, and did what she'd been sent to do. How lovely she looks lying there. Surely the master will be pleased and accept her as one of us. Wow. Wow. Alright, sorry, let's focus this. There we go. Come on, there we go. There, the candle is lit, and the moon is full. Now I need only avail myself to the master and make visible his mark on my body. O Master of Darkness, your humble servant calls you. On this night I beg you, come to me, and accept the offering I give as a token of my love. Yes, he is coming. He has heard my plea. Even now, though he has not appeared, I can feel his presence very near, yet so far away. The wind, it howls with the ferocity of a hurricane through the window. Yet the sky is clear and the night calm. Surely this is a sign from him. I understand, O Master. You are answering me, but how now? Are you pleased with my offering, or am I to be punished? Straight up summoning Satan. I know, it's crazy. The Fightin' Falcon, a werewolf? You better believe it, in the current issue of Captain America. Where else? This is wild. Early Ghost Rider just went nuts. Skinny? Try this for free for 21 days. We don't want Skinny on our team. No Skinny Scarecrow for me. Note, your check or money order will not be deposited until 21 days after your plus weight is mailed. That will give you time to see how it works. If not delighted, return your uncashed check or money order. What? If not delighted, return and your uncashed check or money order will be in the return mail. Plus, weight helps you put on weight and improve your figure and looks by adding pounds and inches. Stop being skinny because of poor eating habits. Gain up to 15 pounds or more. Absolutely safe for men, women, and teenagers. 1,500 calories when used as directed in each day's supply. Gotta bulk up, you skinny guy. Not even muscle, just weight. Yeah. Yeah. It's like that stuff that they advertise in Judge Dredd, the Flab-On. How is this real? Hey, this was 1973. I don't know. It was a different time. Reward! $80 paid for one of these pennies. Do you know which one? Did you spend this coin today? Free $1 million cash. Comics bought and sold. For a complete catalog with buying and selling prices, send a free comic protective bag. One free protective bag for comics? Send 25 cents to Collectors Comics, San Diego. Comics, please send 25 cents for my sale list and list of comics I will buy. Sample protective comic bag also sent. Prompt service. Wow. Imagine having to mail in 25 cents just to see what the store has for sale. And this is at a time when 20 cents would buy you a comic. So like 25 cents is not nothing. Oldies, 1950 music. Oldies for $5. Be a veterinary assistant. Karate, judo, savate, jiu-jitsu, the greatest self-defense system known to man. Learn at Home course reveals hundreds of deadly self-defense secrets, which will enable you to protect yourself from any attacker. Easy to learn, free colorful brochure reveals self-defense techniques. Send 10 cents for postage. What is this? Blow yourself up! To poster size. A great gift or gag idea. Ideal room decoration. Perfect for parties. Send any black and white or color photo, Polaroid print, cartoon, or magazine photo for slides and negatives. Add $1 per poster ordered. Better originals produce better posters. Giant black and white poster mailed in tube. Wow, so you could take a picture of yourself and just be like, yeah, Yeah, give me a giant poster. I'm gonna stick a giant poster on my wall of my face. Great price. Yeah. 1/2 feet by 2 feet for $250 or 3 feet by 4 feet for $750. Rush service, posters only, shipped first class in 1 day at $2 per poster ordered. No slides. You can also get a photo jigsaw puzzle from any photo. That's kind of cool. Regulation police handcuffs, $4.95 with new exclusive cuff stop. Latest type features exclusive cuff stop that locks handcuffs automatically. Made of hard-tempered steel with jewelry polished nickel surface. Fitted with 2 tamper-proof locks that only matching key will open. Used internationally by law enforcement and private detective agencies. $4.95. Deluxe leather cuff case, $2.75. What if you lose the key? Alright. These 3 big drafting kits given to you when you train at home with us for a high-paying job in drafting. Alright, you can become an architectural drafter, I guess. That's today's population explosion. Guarantees boom in buildings of home, churches, schools, factories, office buildings, and warehouses is just starting. Thousands architectural draftsmen needed now because drawings must be made of every part of every building before ground can be broken. Alrighty. I wonder how many people became an architect because of this ad. Alright, let us continue our crazy story about Satan. No! I have been faithful, Master. I have served none but you. So why do you ignore my pleas, other than to taunt, even frighten me? With this chilling wind and your failure to appear. Wait, the wind is subsiding. The sky is more clear than I have ever witnessed. It can only mean I have been refused. The wind was his sign, the Master's way of rejecting Linda as a potential handmaiden and member of the sisterhood. But why? She seemed so perfect. She seemed and still seems the very essence of all that is pure. What could there be about her that made the Master turn away? Unless her forehead, the sign. She has been accepted, evidently, while my back was turned. Ah, Linda, my sweet, while you sleep, the door to eternity has been opened for you. Is she just walking around with a pentagram on her head now? Does it ever... Oh, that must be why she wears the, she wears that bandana on her head to cover the... It's just always there. What an inconvenient placing. Oh, boy. Alright. So you too became an innocent victim to the denizen of darkness? Your words, Johnny Blaze, not mine. You have witnessed only the prologue to my journey into ecstasy. Then you were willingly duped by the devil himself, with the aid of your roommate, into dooming your soul to an eternity of slavery. But why? For what reason? If you would but hold your inquisitive tongue, all would be explained. However, in view of your hatred for the Master, that will only be possible if you are silenced. And of course, that poses little more problem for me than did rendering you helpless. But with a single simple gesture. You are gagged by the fiery power of Almighty Satan, and I can continue my story uninterrupted. And you will but watch and listen, perhaps utilizing your final moments of mortal life to comprehend the folly of resisting his will. The Avengers welcome a pair of new members into the fold, only to learn they've admitted their 2 deadliest foes. I still don't understand why I woke this morning so determined to attend a Sabbat, much less why Jen just happen to know where one would be held tonight in this strange costume. About ready, Linda. I suppose, but I feel a little creepy about it somehow. No reason for that. I've been to hundreds of them, and they're always a blast. And say, you're a real knockout in that garb. Gals are gonna love it. As long as only women will be there, I feel almost naked in it. Then cover yourself with this. It's just an old black robe, but we all wear them to keep the cabbies from having coronaries. The National Safety Council should give you an award. Okay, I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be, but I'm still scared. I mean, reading about witchcraft is one thing, actually practicing it. Oh, it isn't for real, silly. It's just a fun thing now. Let's go. Okay, but stick close to me, huh? I can't shake the feeling that something awful's gonna happen. The Vampire versus the Voodoo Man in the Tomb of Dracula, now on sale. How Joe solved his security problem, or his key to a successful future. What a mess. Another layoff at our plant, and I'm still in debt from the last one. Look at these headlines. I've got to do something soon. Daily Gazette, police report crime rate increase. Local plant closes down, unemployment highest in 6 months. Automation reduces jobs, economist states. Burglar caught at local home. Say, Jane, look at this locksmithing institute ad. They say with all the violence, there's a great need for locksmiths, and they train you at home, and it only costs a few dollars a month. The course was very well illustrated, easy to understand. It was like having a personal instructor right by my side. It included practice projects so I could make money while learning. This is great. I'm making money while I learn. It will be easy to get all the jobs I want when I've graduated. This electric key machine and my tools were included with the course. Job security? I've got it now. No bosses, no layoffs. My own shop. What a difference when a fellow's independent. Joe's Key and Lock Shop. Security hardware, repair installations. I'd tell anyone to do what I did and send the coupon to Locksmithing Institute. It pays. Alrighty. Sorry. You need that for yourself? Yeah. This is the place, Linda. Really gives our get-togethers some atmosphere. Local folklore has it that actual witches used to gather here over 100 years ago. Just so they aren't still hanging around today. It's so dark in here. Why get so carried away? I mean, it is all in fun, isn't it? You have to ask, but the realism makes it even better. Now come on, we're almost there. Sisters, this is Linda Littletrees, handpicked by the Master to join us. Welcome, sister, to be. Your place of honor awaits, the sacrificial altar of Satan. Do not be afraid, Linda. You're in no danger. No, I don't like this. Why are you looking at me that way? Why is everyone closing in on me, staring at me as if... Jen, stop it! There is no stopping it, fool! Rip! The Master has chosen you, and we will deliver you unto him. I like this all-women Satanist cult. Yeah. No! There is no use running, Linda. You cannot escape the Master's will. You're all insane. I have to get away from you. Oh! My heart froze as a wall of solid flame erupted between me and the stairway. I was trapped by fire on one side, and a pack of chanting mad women on the other. Conan the Barbarian versus the horrendous Hand of Murgle. Now. I've been lurking, but what is this you're reading? Why is there so many women? This is Marvel Spotlight starring Ghost Rider number 11. And this is an all-women Satan cult. don't know. No wonder this comic upset parents back in the 70s. Jeez. I'm 11 years old and I sell $75 to $100 a week, writes Carl B. Rudd Jr., exceptional Blair dealer of Ohio. Says Carl, I am very proud to have the opportunity to sell Blair products. In the 2.5 months I have worked, I have bought my clothes and saved over $200. I now have my business built up and I sell $75 to $100 a week. Boys and girls, if you'd like the chance to make good money and get premiums too, send for Big Display Kit. Yours for free trial. Like Carl Rudd, you too may become a Blair dealer and offer folks in your neighborhood famous Blair quality products. Over 200 food products, flavorings, cosmetics, household items every home needs and uses every day. We'll send you a big money making display kit containing full-size products worth $7.50 at retail price for free trial. Show this kit to friends, neighbors, and take easy, fast orders. No experience needed to make good money after school, weekends, just spare time, and you get valuable premiums besides the cash you make. Send no money, just print name, address, and age on a coupon. Mail it today for display kit. Complete money-making details sent for free trial. I'm already upset. So Satan got a harem worshipping group? Yeah, pretty much. $1,000 look for only $37. Yet amazing Capra gems are yours at only 1/30th of the cost. For example, a 1-carat diamond costs approximately $1,000. Yet a comparable selected Capra gem is only $37. Brilliantly beautiful hand-set, hand-polished Capra gems are more dazzling than diamonds. Get full facts free on the man's most amazing discovery in modern science, Capra gems. Write for free booklet and easy payment plans. Crash Diet! Lose up to 5 pounds overnight. Only $1. Learn the secret of TV's fantastic no pill, no exercise, 1-day reducing formula. Eat your fill, go to sleep, wake up, and you will have lost up to 5 pounds. Amazing? Sure, but guaranteed to work or your money back. Send only $1. Sorry, no CODs. Absorb water, thanks. Antigua, Cayman, Plus, Turks, Grenada. Over 100 different British Commonwealth, 10 cents with low priced approvals. Keiko. Rare old U.S. flag stamps, airmails. Fam Americans, Presidents, Camems on approval. 10-cent mailing charge. Metropolitan stamps. 50 years old, 15 different U.S. stamps, at least 50 years old, 10 cents with low priced, U.S. approvals, Jackson Stamp Company. Rare stamp, also new packet to Aden Urundi with Kennedy Triangle Space Sports ships, dog, cats, reptiles, plus others. What? 225 stamps for only 10 cents. Airmails, pictorials, stamps from strange countries. Cataloging up to 25-cent era. Plus unusual stamps to examine. Buy any or none. Return balance. Cancel service anytime. Alright, you got no lurk command? Oh yeah. Sorry. But thank you for the lurk. Complimentary collection of 50 different US stamps. Man, stamp collecting was pretty big in the 70s, huh? Electric trains. For sale, comic books, coins, and trading cards. Send 25 cents in large stamp addressed envelope for our Hue List. Is it Hue List, or is that supposed to say Huge List? Because it says Hue. Hue List of comics, etc. You get a sample bag and comic label. Comics from Golden Age to present. 100-page illustrated catalog, number 9. Alright, let us continue our Satan cult story. They swarmed over me like a plague of locusts descending on a meager desert crop. They dragged me closer and closer to the altar. And in that moment, I finally realized what was to happen. I was to be sacrificed, to become the mate of Satan, and there was nothing I could do to stop it. Relax, Linda. This is the most precious moment of your life. Smile upon us, Master, as we prepare for you a new bride. A bride who will bring you great pleasure, and who will serve you well. Now, all is in readiness, my sisters. Stand back and raise your voices to him whom we worship, and beg that the death of this sacrifice be swift and painless, and her entry into the life eternal be all that it was for us. Crazy is coming, new and nifty, from Mixed Up Marvel. Mixed Up is right. I was frozen with fear as she held a huge dagger high above my heart. Is that a dagger? It looks like a falchion or something. Like that's a full-on sword. Thing's massive. My lungs were bursting with a scream I couldn't release. Satan! 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 They chanted as she raised the death blade higher and higher. Then, as suddenly as it had begun, the chanting stopped. Focus, focus. The razor-like blade swept downward toward me, and my lungs exploded in a scream of horror which served as the prelude to my death. But I felt nothing as the blade plunged into my body, and within an instant I was made whole again, alive, and with him. To think I feared death was suddenly absurd once I was in the Master's presence. This is it. She's so wrapped up in her fantasy she's losing control of her powers. In no more than a second he opened the door to eternity for me, and I was proud to be his. The gag and bonds have disappeared, and her back's turned to me. Now's the time to make a run for it. Oh, Master, Master, hail Satan, hail! Just a few more steps and I'll have a chance if I can make my chopper. Farewell, daughter of the devil! He just gets up and leaves. This is great. No, stop! Never. If we must duel to the death, I must at least retain the weapon which I am most proficient. Vroom! Jeez. It's so goofy. Terrifying, scary, bag full of horrors. They obey your commands, even when you hide far away. Make them rise, jump, dart, float in the air. Open this amazing bag, and you and your friends will scream with fright. These life-size chiller thrillers act alive. You get all this. A jumping octopus. You control it secretly while hiding. Peeping skeleton hands, climbs out of pocket, crawls up shirt. Hideous, shrunken head, eyes glow in the dark, has long black hair. Black widow spider swoops, soars in air. Winking third eye, really winks. Place on forehead. Chattering skull, mouth opens and closes. Magnetic slimy creature, free with order. Man's wig for only $7.95. No need to pay $50. Stretch wig completely covers all your hair and sideburns. Stays in place on all sides. Heads. Easy to put on. Thinned and razor cut, handsome, tapered look. And full sideburns. Cool and lightweight. Made of monocrylic fiber. Looks and feels like real hair. Has luster, rich body and bounce of human hair. Can be washed and shampooed. Never loses its shape. Can be combed, trimmed, and restyled if you wish. Specify color desired. Black, off black, chestnut, dark, medium, or light brown. Dark blonde, gray, and black mixed. Brown and gray mixed. Mention style M105. Send $1 deposit and pay postman on delivery balance. Plus COD postage, or send only $7.95 and we will pay postage. Money back guarantee if not satisfied. Well, Hypnotize! Patented 3D HypnoCoin, free with 25 lessons in hypnotism. With the magic power of hypnosis, you can hypnotize at a glance, make people obey your commands without subject's knowledge. Send $1 for complete 25 lesson course now and receive this fantastic HypnoCoin free. That's creepy. Alright. Should have ads in here for books on Satanism. Halt! Or all the powers of hell will be unleashed upon you. Then so be it, woman. But you will have to catch me first. And lest you forget, you are not the only one who possesses Satan-spawned powers. Look at all those ads. I thought subs prevented ads. Yeah. Though you control yours far better than I also have the power of speed on my side. But that could prove my very undoing unless I concentrate on my path. The narrow trails of this pueblo were hardly built with motorcycles in mind. Zack! Surrender, Ghost Rider. There is no escape from Satan's executioner. Perhaps not, but you will forgive me if I am still mortal enough to try. Fool! Have I not already told you there is no escape? For all the speed your machine possesses, for all of your skill in controlling it, only a matter of moments stands between you and your delivery unto the master. And even now I grow tired of toying with you. That's an icy breeze. It can only mean... Master! You have failed me, woman, and that I will not tolerate. No, Master! It is not as it appears. Granted, I've made a mistake, but I can easily rectify it. I beg of you, grant me the opportunity, and my mission will be carried out to your satisfaction. Surely by now you realize that I do not grant second chances. Such is the very essence of all the power that is mine. But could you not make an exception in my case for one who has given you much pleasure? Oh my god. She'd been doing some stuff with the devil. Oh dear. I plead with you, Master. Spare me. I will accept your will. But if I have meant anything to you, please. My goodness. Fear lives in the haunt of horror. Demonic disclaimer. This magazine is not for those with faint hearts. This magazine is a fabulous treasury of terror tales in the grand tradition of Poe, Lovecraft, and Howard. This magazine is the haunt of horror. 164 pages of chilling prose fiction. Wondrously weird writers Fritz Lieber, Harlan Ellison, Anne McGaffrey, Lynn Carter, Ron Goulart, Dennis O'Neil. Eerie illustrations Frank Kelly Freyas, Gene Colan, Frank Brunner, Walt Simonson. On sale May 15th. Move over, Dracula! Here comes the vampires. Marvel's newest, most nightmarish mag of all, featuring the man-bat called Morbius. Spider-Man's most macabre foe, now in a series all his own. Plus, Curse of the Unliving, and enough fantasy and photos to keep you grooving in the graveyard from sunset to sunrise. It's Morbin time. Fearful first issue, only 75 cents for 76 big pages. Vampire Tales, now on sale wherever magazines are sold. She'd be worshipping a little more than Satan himself. Yeah. Free everything you need to start your own shoe and clothing business. New catalog. We'll rush you in our new catalog and complete starting outfit absolutely free if you'll send us the coupon below. No investment, no experience. Represent us full-time or part-time and profit 6 ways. Earn immediate cash commissions on every order. A scary life-size monster ghost obeys your commands. He's over 7 feet tall, only $1. Eyes glow in the dark, rises, jumps, darts, floats in the air. Green, be a somebody. Is that John Lennon? Are they saying I could be John Lennon? Yeah, it was Morbius. That was Morbius. Yeah. Right there. That's John Lennon, isn't it? Get creamed! Read America's only rock and roll magazine and wear a cream t-shirt. The favorite of the stars, designed by R. Crumb. Be the first on your block to get all the latest poop. All the latest poop on comics, movies, trash, and especially rock and roll music. I want the latest poop. Oh, I have not heard that slang before. That's interesting. Okay. Free records with subscriptions. Check us out on your newsstand today or send $3 for a t-shirt and sample copy or 25 cents for a sample copy alone and details on how you too can be counted among the elite. Don't delay, do it today. Cream Marvels P.O. Box 202 Walled Lake, Michigan. I want the latest poop on comics, movies, trash, and rock and roll music. Oh, that didn't say green, it said cream. Got it. Cartoon for money. Learn from experts how easy it is to make big money at home with easy-to-draw cartoons. Indian Lincoln cents by the pound. I'm selling my trunkful from the 1860s through the 1930s. 1 pound, $10. Bag of 20 for $2. Mrs. Penny Fisher. Play guitar in 7 days or our money back. Or money back. The Comic Strip Comic Book, a comic weekly featuring the world's best daily adventure strips. Secret Agent, Corrigan, Mandrake, Garth, Brick Bradford, Superman, James Bond, Buzz Sawyer, Jeff Hawke, Modesty Blaze, Johnny Hazard, Flash Gordon, Airhawk, Tarzan, Rip Kirby, Terry and the Pirates, Steve Canyon, Jeff Cobb, The Phantom on Stage, Dateline, Dangery, Ben Casey, Sunday, Airhawk Ambler, Sunday Tarzan, the Menominee Falls Gazette. All right. We'll train you in your spare time for an exciting outdoor career. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Starting to get light, but I can barely see where I'm going. And at this speed, a single mistake will send me to hell faster than she ever could. Still, this man, this Ghost Rider, presses on, weaving his way through the treacherous maze of the Pueblo, determined that if he dies, it will be by his own hand. Should be nearly the bottom, but can't see well enough to a ledge. Too late to stop. I'm going over. Too late to stop. I'm going over, man. I'm going over. Sorry. Okay. Flipping sideways, and God only knows how far it is to the bottom. Have to try to right myself in case I have a chance to land flat. There. Nothing to do now but fall. And hope it's not too far, but if it is, then there's another question. Will Satan's spell protect me from death as it did before in Marvel Spotlight number 9? Or will I be smashed to bits on the desert floor? Perhaps I'll never know. Couldn't have fallen more than 20 or 30 feet, and my jump springs cushioned the landing. Whoomp! What happened to her? Did she give up, or... No. Up there, atop the Pueblo, looks like I haven't made it yet. But I'm closing in on it, whatever she's gonna pull. She'd better pull it in a hurry. That's the sun peeking over the horizon. And when the sun comes up, the Ghost Rider packs it in for the day, turns things over to Johnny Blaze. Wait. Ghost Rider, hear me, and you will never be confronted by me again. He's turning towards me, just as the Master promised he would. Now I must follow through with his plan, and trust in him. If I must destroy myself to please the Master, so be it. He brought me back from the dead before, and I must believe he will do it again. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Do, do, do. Because I failed, the master has demanded my life, a life I now gladly surrender to him. Good Lord, she's using her powers to set herself afire, to destroy herself. I cannot watch. She is dead, and I am to blame, and all because I dared to bargain with the devil. Lord have mercy, will I ever be free of this curse? How many more must die? How much more must those I touch suffer before it is ended? But I can't think of that now. I have to think of Rocky. Try to reach her, if it isn't too late. Next issue. The Ghost Rider in his own magazine. Ghost Rider #1. Which, I have a reprint of. It's not a facsimile reprint. It's like kind of one of those mid-90s reprints. I would like to get a real copy, but it's like $500. It's a very expensive book. But, yeah. Next issue, we start the Ghost Rider Volume 1. Plus, the shooting of Johnny Blaze, the Copperhead Canyon jump, and a pulsating prologue to the most sensational new series in Marvel history. Who says this isn't the Marvel Age of more for your money? Eee, haha, comic collecting be nuts. Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive. Boys, earn $1 to $6 a week selling grit in your spare time. Dad, how can I make some extra money? Why don't you do what I did as a boy? Sell grit. Lots of famous men sold grit as boys. Ball players, show business, figures, senators. What's grit? Grit is America's greatest family newspaper. 44 pages a week of news and stories, sports and comics, and recipes and lots more. It's easy to sell. You make 7 cents clear profit on every copy. Here's your 20 cents, Jimmy. And over 100 swell prizes to choose from. Rush your coupon today. Sounds like a pyramid scheme. It probably is. I'll make you a master of karate. Karate is the secret oriental art of self-defense that turns your hands, arms, legs into paralyzing weapons without any bodily contact. What? Without any bodily contact? Okay. In just 2 hours after you receive Super Karate, you will be on your way to being an invincible karate master at home this fast, easy way, or it costs you nothing, with hundreds of illustrations. Wallace W. Ruman, author of Super Karate and world-famous authority on karate, is the only instructor in the Northeast U.S. recognized by the International Karate Federation in Tokyo. I spent 3 years in Japan learning the little-known Oriental art of karate and was awarded the 4th degree black belt, symbol of the highest possible proficiency. Now I'm ready to show you every secret I learned, and I guarantee I'll make you into a karate specialist within hours, or every cent you paid for my information will be refunded. You don't have to attend either of my 2 schools where I train men like you and turn them into karate experts. No, I can show you how to practice karate in the privacy of your own home with only a few minutes of practice a day. I have jam-packed all I know about karate into Super Karate, profusely illustrated and clearly explained. In this book, I take you step by step through the fundamentals of karate so that you understand clearly and immediately how these amazing principles operate to make you master of anyone you may meet, no matter how big he is or how much he weighs. Your body is your protection. The result of hundreds of years of development in Japan, karate is the oriental system of self-defense, in which you turn your hands, arms, and legs into incredibly powerful weapons of attack. When you know how to use karate, you disarm and disable your opponents in seconds. When you apply karate techniques, you can cut an aggressor down with a blow to the side of your hand. The blow of the side of your hand. You can toss an attacker from the rear over your shoulder and slam him into the ground. In fact, a recent photograph in Pageant magazine shows a 115-pound girl slamming her 240-pound instructor into the practice mat. With karate, you can disarm an opponent rushing you with his fists, a broken bottle, a revolver, or any kind of bludgeon. You can turn an aggressor's attack into your advantage with only your hands, your arms, and your legs. Don't worry if a man tries to shoot you, you know karate. Master every situation. With karate, you can disarm and disable 2, 3, even 4 attackers. You can apply a simple pressure of your thumb and finger against any one opponent and watch his gun or knife fall from his limp hand, while he himself sinks to the ground completely helpless and faint. In fact, a knowledge of karate will turn you into a new man, even if you never actually have to use it, for you will become self-assured and completely confident of yourself and your ability to handle yourself. You will walk with a determined and confident step. You'll look any man in the eye, and you'll walk the streets with the knowledge that nothing can frighten you, that you can deal with any man, any weapon, any situation, and that you can do all this with no bodily contact. Costs only 99 cents. You owe it to your own peace of mind, to your loved ones, to be able to defend yourself in these days when attack may come at any time from hoodlums, criminals, and wise guys. So, mail coupon now for my complete instruction on karate for the amazingly low price of only 99 cents plus 26 cents for your postage and handling. If you and your friends don't say karate has made a new man out of you, every cent will be refunded. Giant lifelike karate practice dummy, only 99 cents. Includes illustrated karate illustration program. Now you can speed up your knowledge of karate and become a champ more quickly than you ever thought possible. You can practice on your own personal karate model, just as though you actually had a live partner to work with. Amazingly lifelike giant karate practice dummy shows clearly those vulnerable areas which should be attacked. Instantly, you know where to attack, while the easy-to-follow instructions included free with your karate model show you how to attack. You also learn the body's major vulnerable regions to the defense or on-guard position to take and your body's personal weapons which you can use to deadly effect, such as edge of hand, knee, elbow, etc. Big numbers on dummy show you exact location of pressure points and weak spots, which you can practice attacking. Order your own personal dummy and illustrated karate instructions now. Check coupon, only 99 cents plus 26 cents for postage. I noticed that it doesn't tell you to attack the groin. Like, it's got everywhere numbered out, but nothing in the groinal area. That's interesting. That's not a weak point? Special money-saving combination offer, $1.98. Order both the Super Karate book and Lifelike Dummy for only $1.98 postpaid and save 52 cents. Just check box and coupon below. We pay all postage. Whew. Hey, Nicholas. Welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. Let me see if I missed anything here. I wonder if people who bought these lessons went on to perform the numerous karate dojos in America. Probably. Wise guys, wow. This whole ad is amazingly funny. Is it just a poster? I think so. I think it's just a poster. Honor system? I guess. Groin is dishonorable combat. Maybe the groin is just understood. You want groin hits? Take a women's self-defense course. Oh my goodness. We had the craziest issue of Ghost Rider just now. There was Satan worshipping women cults. We had all kinds of crazy stuff happening. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this panel. We're just like this whole cult of women who are all worshipping Satan, and they're like trying to sacrifice her, and it's insane. It was insane. Okay, hey, we actually have some letters to the editor, so let's do that. It went off the rails. It absolutely did. Every mom from the 80s worst nightmare. Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, Marvel actually, I think they got in a bit of trouble for this series. Because after a point, they stop referring to Satan as Satan, and they start referring to him as Mephisto, which is just a different demon name, I guess, but, like, it's a little bit less recognizable to moms, I guess. Do you have any old copies of Mad Magazine? I don't. I've had them, but I've always sold them. I haven't held on to any of them. I do have, however, and I'm going to read it today. I think it's maybe in a little bit kind of a vein of Mad Magazine. We've had a lot of ads for Pizzazz in these comics. This is 1977. I was at my local comic shop and they had this. It just came in and they had just priced it, and it was only like $5. So I was like, all right, sure, I'll get that. But I will be reading this in a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna do some Pizzazz. I'm gonna make this stream today a little bit longer than normal because I've got a couple extra comics I want to read. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any Mad magazines. I've sold all the ones that I have come in possession of. I'll have to catch up with the VOD for the Ghost Rider reading. Okay. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's see what people wrote in and said. Dear Gary, Mike, and Tom, Spiffy Kino, Spiffy Kino? What does Spiffy Kino mean? Ghost Rider is great. I am not a fan of supernatural or mystery comics in general, but I really enjoy Ghost Rider. Mike's art has been really fantastic. It's the best work he's done for Marvel yet. When I first read that Tom would be taking over, I was disappointed. But boy, was I wrong. Tom's work has really improved, though I'm sure Sheik Stone's inking had something to do with it. Keep these two together and they'll make a great team. I was really glad to see Sheik back at Marvel, and I hope he is there. Sheik or Cheek? Or Chick? I have no idea how to say that name. Hope he is there to stay. Ghost Rider should get his own magazine, so Marvel Spotlight can go to some other features like Silver Surfer or Gulliver Jones, Warrior of Mars. Richard Nathan's letter in issue number 9. The reason Johnny Blaze can resist Satan, even though he has corrupted his goodness, is this. Even though he sold his soul, he did it for someone else. Crash Simpson. Give Ghost Rider his own magazine. John Harriman, 134 Newmarket Road, Garden City, New York. Whenever I read these, I always wonder where these people are now, like what they're doing with their lives now, what they're doing if they're still alive. Because, you know, this was like 50 years ago. But oh, sorry, I'm still zoomed out. I apologize for that. You put forth an interesting theory, John, and one that's pregnant with alarming possibilities. For instance, if a man sells his soul to Satan for reasons other than personal gain, can Satan truly lay claim to that soul? How can the Lord of Evil possibly take credit for what amounts to a selfless act? Indeed, does Johnny Blaze really owe Satan anything? Or is the Master of Deception merely using him, waiting to trap him on some other pretext? These and other magnificently metaphysical questions will soon be answered in No, we'll keep you in suspense for just a little longer. Read on, Pilgrim, and by the way, Spiffy Kino right back at ya. Thanks for the good words. Dear Gary, Mike, Tom, Cheek, I'll go with Cheek. I don't know, maybe it's like Chico or something, I don't know. Shelley, Roy, and Stan. Marvel Spotlight number 9 was another great mag. Mr. Friedrich has done an excellent job on his Ghost Rider scripts. I like the way he extricated Johnny Blaze from last issue's cliffhanger, literally and figuratively, without a cop-out. Tom's illustrations were good, but I like Mike Ploog's earlier renditions better. The Ghost Rider mag is unique, and hopefully will become even more magnificent. Reed Secord, Box 13691, University Station, Reno, Nevada. Theological discussions in the fan mail. Nice. Yeah. Hopefully nothing. Hopefully, nothing, Mike. Gary and Tom are about to hit the highway to magnificence at piston-wrenching pace. But more on that in a moment. Devils, ain't we? First, we'd like to pause and say that while many readers miss the Plug presence on Ghost Rider, most of those same readers welcome the strip's takeover by Tom Sutton with equal enthusiasm. Tom's long been noted for his work in the spooktacular field, and it's our feeling that as he gets more and more into the strip in issues to come, all of Marveldom will be singing his praises to the heavens, or at least, in this mag's case, to that other place. And now, dear Stan Lee, in Marvel Spotlight number 2, you stated that future issues of Marvel Spotlight will introduce various new characters dreamed up by your baddie Bullpen. So far, after Werewolf by Night, the comic has had only Ghost Rider. The Bullpen page in Marvel Feature number 1 says that Marvel Feature, our newest quarterly book, which will present tryout stories for new series, after the Defenders, you've had nothing but Ant-Man. I thought your plan was to give a strip a tryout, and if it went over well, you would give it its own book and then replace the other comic with a new feature. Wouldn't it be better to do that than chancing a series on its own? The Marvel Spotlight is getting dusty. There hasn't been a Marvel premiere, a real premiere, for months. I want my ever-changing no prize to be sent to RFOKOF. That's a rabid, frantic, rabid fan. I can't remember what the these acronyms. They're different acronyms for different fans of Marvel or whatever. RFO and KOF, Randy Miller, 1670 West 6, Winona, Minnesota. Right? Minnesota? We've got something even better than a no prize for you, Randy. A whole passel of brand new spanking strips waiting in the wings. For starters, this mag marks the final appearance of Ghost Rider in Marvel Spotlight. But weep not, Skull lovers, for in just 60 days, Johnny Blaze will be zooming onto your newsstand in his own magazine. And as if that weren't enough, the all-new Ghost Rider mag will be published monthly right from the start. But that's not all, macabre ones. In the very next issue of Marvel Spotlight, we'll debut perhaps the weirdest spin-off strip of all, The Mark of Satan. The Mark of Satan? I think they changed that, actually. That's right, gang. The flaming father figure of the Netherworld in his own strip. And in the fire-forged first tale, Ghost Rider himself appears as a guest star. We will be reading Marvel Spotlight number 12. I think that will be after Ghost Rider number 1. I have a facsimile copy of it right here. This is Marvel Spotlight on the Son of Satan, the ominous origin issue, which I guess they changed it after writing the response letter there to the Son of Satan instead of the Mark of Satan, and they decided to make it after the character, the Son of Satan, instead of Satan. I don't know. I've never read any of these, so I don't know anything about it. But we're not going to be going into the full Son of Satan series, but we will read this one because it connects with Ghost Rider. I believe this is like part 2 of Ghost Rider number 1 or something. But so yeah, it's connected. But yeah. Anyway, Son of Satan movie when? Yeah. The flaming father of the Netherworld. Wow. Yeah. That's funny. And in the Fireforge first tale, Ghost Rider himself will appear as a guest star. Groovy Gary Friedrich, who created our Cycle Spook, will be at the scripting helm, so don't miss it. That's Marvel Spotlight number 10. Number 10? What? It's number 12. They just got... Okay, it's all over the place. I don't know what's going on here. Featuring the Mark of Satan. But even that's not all. Also coming soon, the revival of one of our most popular old titles, Strange Tales. And this new version, also monthly, will feature yet another brand new strip. You'll witness the brain-blasting birth of Brother Voodoo, the most daringly different mystic ever, as scripted by Len Wein and illustrated by Gene Colan. Ghost Rider in his own mag, the debut of the Mark of Satan, and Brother Voodoo in Strange Tales. You could ask for more? If so, be patient. Believe it or not, it's coming. Yeah, when are we getting a Son of Satan movie? Son of Satan, part of the MCU? Because you demanded it, Savage Tales is coming back. The magazine event of the year, the fantasy event of the decade, featuring Conan, King Kull, plus sensational swashbuckling strips and features. And we did it all just for you in the pulse-pounding pages of Savage Tales number 2. On sale June 26. 76 giant-sized pages for only 75 cents. And I will be reading some Conan at some point. Probably when we finish either Star Wars or Ghost Rider. Not sure which. But we're already at like 10% of the way through Star Wars, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm looking really forward to reading some Conan. That'll be fun. More miniaturized mouthfuls of marvelous mutterings. Or not only is Dracula alive and well, but he's got company. Item! This is it. The month when we finally spread the word about the fourth and final one of our creepy quartet of giant-sized 75-cent comic mags. Let's see now. We started out with Dracula Lives, which is already a sellout sensation from coast to coast. We followed that up with this first smash issue of Monsters Unleashed, and then we hit you with a sinister sleeper called Tales of the Zombie, which is still on sale if you're unbelievably lucky. And now it's time for Vampire Tales. That's right, Monsterphile. For those of you who think there's not can be done with the Legend of the Awesome Undead that wasn't already done by the creator of Count Dracula, Macabre Marvel here's to show you that there is indeed something new under the sun, or moon, as the case may be. First off, in answer to more requests than we care to remember, we've signed up Steve Baby Gerber and Titanic Tom Sutton to help us launch a Way Out new series about the mysterious man-bat called Morbius. And if you don't remember him from Spider-Man, but you do, don't you? What's more, that's just for openers, cause there's lots more grisly goodies behind that breathtaking cover painting, including colorful features and a fear photo spread that'll knock you right out of your coffin. It's not just an imitation of Dracula, but a phantasmagorical new mag in its own right. That's Vampire Tales number 1, now on sale. Get it fast before it turns into a bat and flies away. I'm fooming! I bet it was a blast to be making this comics in this era. Yeah, it would be so much fun. You could do like anything. You just make up the craziest, goofiest, nonsensical stuff, or just, just be like, hey, that's a cool thing. Let's do that. Doesn't necessarily have to be good, it just has to be fun. Item. Now, unless you've been sealed in a crypt somewhere the past few months, we're sure it comes as no surprise that the second issue of Monsters Unleashed is currently on sale to boot. But what might just move and shake you is the fact that beginning this go-round, it spotlights a senses-staggering new serial starring the monster of Frankenstein, picking up where our ever-fabulous color comic leaves off. And when we clue you in that one of the other tales therein is called The Roaches, well, let's just say that this ish of Monsters Unleashed runs into the gamut of gruesome goings-on from A to zombie. Item. Hey, guess what? Just 'cause we love ya, we've decided to make a heaping handful of our most popular bi-monthly titles into monthlies for that long, hot summer coming up. Yep, that means there'll be a couple of extra issues of some of your favorites, like The Defenders and Marvel Premiere with Doctor Strange, winging your way soon. So pick 'em up, but don't get confused here. Marvel mini items. Let's all give a hearty welcome aboard to Batten Bob Brown, whom we've long respected as one of comicdom's most talented artists, and who's recently signed on to do the Avengers and Warlock for us. How about old Sonny Jim Mooney, who's been just coasting along doing inking for us for years, and who's now really moving out as the peerless penciler on many issues of Spidey's adventures in Marvel Team Up. Way to go, Jim, baby. We always knew you could do it, if you could tear yourself away from that antique shop of yours long enough. And this seems like just the place to sneak in a reference or two to a couple of nifty new features that'll be debuting next month in one mag or another. All we can say for now is that one of them is called The Mark of Satan, while the other stars a far-out gent called Brother Voodoo. Be here next issue, same time, same place, for full details. Whew. We may have more writers and artists than ever, and we know that sometime a few more boo-boos and boneheads mistakes slip through our overworked fingers than we care to admit, but it still fills the whole blamed bullpen with boundless enthusiasm and just a wee bit of beaming pride every month when we get our very own stack of the current crop of Marvel mags. Face it, friends and fellahem, we're all comic fans at heart, And isn't that the way it should be? Foom! Friends of old Marvel. Foom! The wildest, wackiest, most way-out idea since Honest Herb Forbish combed his hair with a pencil sharpener. It's bolder, bigger, better than the mess and Marvel Mania put together. And what's more, it's going to be run by all of us merry Marvel madmen ourselves. Stan the Man Lee is head foomer. Jaunty Jim Steranko is Minister of Infumation, and Rascally Roy Thomas and your other bullpen biggies will be sharing the fun. But the real beneficiary of all these galvanizing goodies is gonna be you. And here's what you get as soon as you join the Frantic Fellowship of Foom. A giant-sized full-color poster featuring our greatest, grandest heroes, your own personal gold-finished membership card so you can be a card-carrying Foomer, a fistful of frankly frivolous stick-ons, plus, and here's the kicker, a full-year subscription to our fantastic new Foom magazine available only to Foom members and jam-packed full of comics, photos, and advanced new items, and more fabulous features than you can wiggle a web at. P.S. You won't believe your eyes when you see the special surprise envelope that'll be bringing it all your way. A card-carrying Foomer, yeah. Man, I wish I had a Foom card. E pluribus Marvel. Nuff said. Foom. I love it. I love it. I've no conscience. I'm willing to take advantage of you big-hearted boobs. So here's my measly $2.50. Rush my big bargain Foom membership kit immediately. Only $2.50, including postage and handling. Foom! The power of Foom. Oh, what's this? The day Bill told off his boss. I'm imagining this being like a Seinfeld sketch. George Costanza gonna tell off his boss. Like that episode where he tells him off and gets like just flips out, and then he goes into work the next day and he's like, "Oh, I was just joking." Anyway, get in here, Bill. I want to talk to you. You punched in 7 minutes late. I'm docking you an hour's pay, and it better not happen again, or else. Oh yeah? I've got news for you, Mr. Bemis. I've got a new job offer with a real future, at twice the money. Heh, anybody'd be crazy to pay you that much. That's what you think. I've been learning electronics in my spare time at home from CIE, and now I can take my pick of good jobs. Bemis? Yeah, that's his name. You gotta be kidding. You and electronics? Yeah, now I've got a career. CIE made it easy. So goodbye to you and your crummy job. Are you working for peanuts in a dead-end job? Get smart. Send 2 free books like Bill did. 3 complete fishing outfits. Nationally advertised 1973 models. 2 loaded tackle boxes. 66 deadly lures. 3 expertly balanced rods and reels. Argosy direct drive trolling reel. Power action black magic fiberglass rod. Stronger than steel or bamboo. New 88 automatic dual drag spin cast reel. Mark IV level lines casting reel. Push button casting anti-reverse. No backlash. Field-tested lures proven the deadliest dozen yet, each rod balanced to perfection. Crazy lures selected from world's most popular all-time favorites. Complete! Nothing else to buy. Jobs never changes. Yeah, I feel like I'm dreaming. Thanks, Nicholas. Look who's smiling now. Look how happy he is. Why is he so happy? Let's find out. Sometimes a man sets his ambitions high enough to make skeptics smile, but how often he gets the last laugh. At the time I started studying with LaSalle, I was working as a factory clerk. Before completing the course, I was transferred to cost accounting and my salary was increased by $1,800. Now, having completed the course, I'm in charge of the department and headed for the 5-figure bracket. LaSalle's course helped me pull myself out of a boring and ill-paid job into a position with many opportunities. The words in quotes come directly from one of the pleased reports that are sent to us by LaSalle graduates. LaSalle files contain many letters from men and women who have increased their earnings with the help of LaSalle training. You too can prepare for the career opportunity of your choice through LaSalle Home Study without interfering with your present work, and by devoting only a little of your spare time. LaSalle has been a leader in home education for more than 60 years, enrolling over 2 million ambitious men and women in its many courses. You study under the supervision of LaSalle's experienced faculty. Upon satisfactory completion of your study, you receive the LaSalle diploma, a respected credential. Mailing the LaSalle postage-paid coupon below may be the first step towards preparing yourself for a better job, higher pay, and the many good things that go with success. Simply check the program in which you are most interested to receive a valuable free booklet describing the opportunities in that field. There is no obligation. LaSalle, 417 Dearborn Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60605. Cut out, fold, staple, or tape this coupon today. No stamp or envelope is needed. Boom. All right. Well, that was Ghost Rider. That was our last issue of Marvel Spotlight number... Well, sort of our last issue of Marvel Spotlight. We got one more, technically, but that is our last Ghost Rider issue of Marvel Spotlight. And I got to figure out what's next week, because we have a few crossovers that I need to read, and I have to figure out at what point I'm supposed to be reading these, because we have a crossover. This is not the ending of the Ghost Rider saga, so this is just the beginning, actually. So Ghost Rider began in the Marvel Spotlight series. Ghost Rider went on to be part of his own series. This is Ghost Rider number 2 right here. So I have to figure out which one I'm reading next, though, because we have a crossover here, which is Ghost Rider, Man-Thing, Morbius, Werewolf by Night, The Legion of Monsters. And so this is an early Ghost Rider appearance. This is actually the first appearance of the Legion of Monsters, so this book is kind of expensive. I had to pay a little bit for it, but yeah, I think this one may be a little bit later, because this is a 25-cent issue, so this will be in a few weeks. This one, however, I think might actually be next week. This is a Marvel team-up. This is actually the first ever Ghost Rider crossover, and it was a team-up with Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. So I think this one might actually be next week, and then soon we will be starting Ghost Rider number 1, and then I believe after that will be Marvel Spotlight number 12, and then from then on it'll just be Ghost Rider in order, with exception to when crossovers happen or something, if I can find those ones. There was a series, I forget, I think it was called The Defenders or something, and it was like a 27-issue series where Ghost Rider was a part of. I might go into that, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Basically, after this point, Ghost Rider became its own magazine, and it was no longer part of Marvel Spotlight. Because Marvel Spotlight was... it was basically a Marvel series that they started to try out new characters and see if they were received well. So they would have a spotlight on, let's say, Werewolf by Night. I think Werewolf by Night first appeared in a Marvel Spotlight. And so they make a few stories about him, and then it was popular, and so they're like, okay, Marvel Spotlight, we'll move on to a new character, we'll try someone else out, and Werewolf by Night gets his own series now. So Werewolf by Night got his own series. Then they did the same thing with Ghost Rider. He had like 6 issues in that they tried him out with, and people liked it, and so they're like, alright, he's good enough, we can make a new series for him, and then we'll move on to Son of Satan, and then I think it goes on to like Moon Knight at some point, and yeah, it goes on to a few different characters. But anyway, yeah, so next up is Spider-Man. So we'll do Spider-Man, and then I have one surprise issue after this, which I have no idea the quality of. I don't know if it's going to be good. I don't know if it's going to be disappointing. I don't know. It'll be interesting. But I will show you that after Spider-Man. So let's get to Spider-Man. We'll read through this one, and then we can get to our surprise issue for this week. And if we have some time, we'll go through Pizzazz, which should be pretty cool. So this is Amazing Spider-Man number 5, reprinted in Marvel Tales 142. Sorry. I forget if this is the first crossover, Doctor Doom crossover issue. It's a really weird issue to have Doctor Doom like come in as a Spider-Man villain. He doesn't really ever come back again, I don't think. It's just a weird thing. I don't know. Hey, Frederico. How you doing? Anyway, let's get started. Marvel Tales, starring Spider-Man. It had to happen sooner or later. Spider-Man was bound to battle Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom seems overpowered compared to Spider-Man. A little bit, yeah. This is your finish, Spider-Man! If the Fantastic Four themselves could not stop me, what chance have you? I don't know what Doctor Doom's voice is supposed to sound like. I think he's supposed to sound like he's talking through a metal grate or something, but whatever. Look like a big league player, free, with 15 Cracker Jack box tops plus 50 cents postage and handling. Poncho from Cracker Jack. Kids, now you can have a baseball poncho with a major league emblem. New York Yankees poncho not available. Okay. Perfect for school or play. One size fits all. 5 to 15 years. Just send in 15 Cracker Jacks box tops plus 50 cents postage and handling and this required certificate, or send in only 3 Cracker Jack box tops plus $2.50. Write in the name of your favorite major league team and we'll send you a poncho with their emblem. Again, New York Yankees poncho not available. Alright, let's zoom in here. Marked for Destruction by Doctor Doom. Spider-Man and the arch foe of the Fantastic Four face to face for the first time. Featuring Peter Palmer. Peter Parker as alias Spider-Man. The awesome Doctor Doom. J. Jonah Jameson and his secretary, Betty Brant. You always love the dinky little prizes in the Cracker Jacks boxes? Yeah. Featuring Flash Thompson, Liz Allen, and their assorted classmates. The other Spider-Man. Ooh, there's another Spider-Man? What? And the world's most fabulous super team. Written by Stan Lee, drawn by Steve Ditko, letters by S. Rosen, colors by Andy Yanchus. Originally presented in Amazing Spider-Man number 5. And this reprint was printed in August 1982. It's still pretty old, but not as old as the original, of course. It's about close to 20 years. It's like 19 years newer than the original printing. Anyway, you are looking at one of the few candid action films ever taken of Spider-Man. By now, the whole world knows of Spider-Man's existence, but the world doesn't know his true identity or his real motives. And that is what this program intends to investigate. Spider-Man, a force for good or evil? My name is J. Jonah Jameson, publisher of Now Magazine and the Daily Bugle. I'm sponsoring this program in the public interest to expose Spider-Man to the public as the menace he is. Any TV show about the colorful Spider-Man is bound to attract a large audience. Even teenagers in a local bowling alley interrupt their game to view the program. Boy, imagine Jameson sponsoring his own program just to attack Spider-Man. I say that Spider-Man belongs behind bars. Jameson's not so dumb. He's just getting good publicity for his mag by making all this fuss. Yeah, personally, I think Spider-Man's the coolest. I mustn't say anything to make them suspect me. I'll talk against Spider-Man. You can't tell... Wait, what? You can't tell? Jameson may be right. Nobody really knows Spider-Man. It's a cinch you don't, panty waste. You'd probably faint if you ever caught sight of him. I would too, from sheer excitement. I bet he's real handsome under that silly mask of his. Holy fuck, I wish I could read. Oh damn, I just read these the other week. Did you really? How you doing, Walter? Hope you're doing all right. Were you playing some Banjo-Tooie today? How'd that go? Legit, dude, 100%? That's awesome. Go on, Parker. Get lost. You're in the wrong place anyhow. This is a bowling alley, not a knitting parlor. Tooie, sweet. That's it, Flash. Keep it up. One of these days, you'll go too far, and you'll never know what hit you. There's even a limit to Spider-Man's patience. But in another part of town, another listener hears Jameson's program. A strange and sinister listener. My paper is offering a $1,000 reward to anyone who can disclose Spider-Man's true identity. Spider-Man? He may just be the one I've been seeking. Each time I attacked the Fantastic Four in the past, they have fought me to a standstill. Alone, I do not seem to be able to defeat them. But with one such as Spider-Man at my side, even that accursed quartet would not be able to save themselves from my wrath. Ordinary men tremble at the mention of my name. The entire civilized world fears the menace of Doctor Doom. And yet, in one respect, I've been foiled, time and time again. No matter how perfectly I lay my plans, the Fantastic Four have always managed to frustrate me. I still remember our last parting. Dun dun dun, flashback time. Started it today. I'm super sick right now. Oh no, you're getting sicker. Oh, I'm sorry. You got the tactics flu. Bummer. I hope you feel better. That sucks. Damn. Yeah, get better ASAP. Come back! You can't cheat me out of my revenge this way. Ben, get out of the way. I can still reach out and grab him. Ben! No! It's too late now. Swiftly, silently, the awesome form of the greatest menace of our age plummets earthward. Down, 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 until it is lost from sight in the billowing clouds below. A super deluxe Marvel No Prize to the first reader who can tell us where this scene first appeared. I don't know. Fantastic Four, number 35? I don't know. Tactical flu, damn. Slamming as much water as possible. Yeah. I was drinking a lot of Gatorade at that time. Because that seemed to help with the electrolytes. And drank quite a bit of tea. I'm trying to think. Had the Dayquil and NyQuil. I watched a lot of Ernest Goes to Africa. Yeah. Reading is for nerds. What's up? Once under cover of the clouds, the jet-powered flying belt I wore enabled me to glide to safety to repair to a new lair where I could lick my wounds like a vanquished beast. But now, that is all behind me. Now it is time to strike again! With the aid of that imprisoned spider, I will transmit a message to Spider-Man using his own wavelength. In some strange way, he has the sensory powers of a spider. And so it was a simple matter for one of my genius to create this spider wave transmitter. Calling Spider-Man! Calling Spider-Man! I must contact you at once. I thought Banjo-Tooie might be the cure. Oh yeah. Soft and juicy Bubble Yum! Grape Bubble Gum. Enter Bubble Yum's Yum and Fun sweepstakes, and you may win a trip to Six Flags. Doubtful, but maybe. This game feels different than Banjo-Kazooie. Am I supposed to move on and come back to level 1 when I get new abilities? I'm missing a ton of stuff. You could win a free weekend trip to 4 to any Six Flags amusement park, ride a roller coaster, see the fun house, make a splash on a water ride, and much more. Lots of other great prizes too. Just send in the entry blank below with 2 Bubble Yum wrappers or the word Bubble Yum, Bubble Gum written on a piece of paper. Bubble Yum's the gum with a smooth, soft chew and the taste that lasts a long, long time. We're looking for a few good boys and girls who would like to earn their own spending money, earn neat prizes, and gain practical business experience. America's greatest family newspaper since 1882 by introducing grit to friends, relatives, neighbors, and others. Columbia Pro-Am Team Track Certified BMX, built to race, built to win, track proven by Columbia's factory racing team with more than 600 wins in just 1 year. Pro-Am 36 Mag Wheels, Blue Gum Wall, Knobbies, race ready. Pro-Am 28 top competition model, front and rear, caliper handbrakes, alloy rims, extra fast and nasty. Pro-Am 34 Chrome Racing frame, dual brakes, a hot competitor. Formula 13 rugged girls frame, styled like a track certified BMX racer. It's way more labyrinthine in terms of progression. Hey, Nicholas. Don't worry at all about 100%ing your first encounter with a level. That makes sense. Okay. Meanwhile, at home, Peter Parker practices his agility with his web in the privacy of his room. If the gang at the bowling alley could see me now. Calling Spider-Man. Calling Spider-Man. I can sense a message. Someone is trying to reach me. Who can it be? How could anyone have figured out a way to reach me through my spider sense? Well, there's only one way to find out. It's a simple matter for me to follow the sensory impulses to their source. Boy, it's great to be getting back in action again. But perhaps Spider-Man would not be quite so enthusiastic if he knew who was waiting for him at his ultimate destination. It should be child's play for me to persuade Spider-Man to join me against the Fantastic Four. Well, I guess this is the place. Now to... Holy smoke! I'd know that guy anywhere. It's Dr. Doom! So it was you who tried to contact me, Doom? It would have had to be someone with your talent, but why? Ah, Spider-Man. Is it necessary for you to make your entrance quite so dramatic, my impetuous friend? Mister, from what I've read about you, you haven't got any friends, impetuous or otherwise. Friendship is for weaklings. What I offer you is power. Together we could rule the world. You're an outcast, the same as I. You dare not reveal your true identity. And yet right under your nose the Fantastic Four bask in the limelight while you are shunned and hunted. I'll appeal to his sense of envy, of pride. Then once he has served his purpose, I'll destroy him without a second thought. Me? Team up with you? Huh. Man, wouldn't that be a gasser? Jonah Jameson would really have something to howl about then. Ah, so you will do it. Speak. Give me your word. Not so fast, Tinhead. Sure, it's an amusing thought to kick around, but just between us, I need you like I need another nose. The answer's no, Buster. I warn you, if you are not with me, then we are deadly foes. Doc, you're scaring me plumb out of my wits. Here, chew on this hunk of web for a while. That'll keep you under wraps while I figure out what to do with you. Say, how come you're so quiet, so still? Cat got your tongue? You brazen fool! Haven't you guessed yet? It wasn't you at all! Just a robot, a dummy made up to resemble the real Dr. Doom. Naturally. You are not fighting one of your usual insipid antagonists now, Spider-Man. Dr. Doom cannot be trapped so easily. Two noses coming up. I had a friend once. Galaxy Brain, Dr. Doom. Did you read the comic where he fights a lizard man randomly in the swamp? I think that's actually coming up soon. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, actually, I think that's the next issue. Yep, next issue is the spider, I love how you just know what I'm talking about instantly. Yeah, well, I've read it, but, we will be reading it on stream next week. Here, I'll show you the copy right here. Marvel Tales, this is, Marvel Tales number 3, and that's the issue. Spidey face to face with the lizard. Half man, half reptile. The lizard will take over all of Earth unless the Spider-Man alone can stop him. Yeah. I might live that long. I hope so. Alright. But Spider-Man can. You didn't expect a trap door to open beneath your feet, did you? Say, I bet you'd be a wow at a Coney Island funhouse. You don't think a fellow with the reflexes of a spider is gonna tumble down a corny trap door, do you? Perhaps not, but for your sake, I hope you don't think you've already escaped me. The accident, which ago made a shambles of my face, didn't affect my strength at all, as you can see. Ugh. And I am not entirely without my little weapons of my own, such as this most effective miniature finger gun. Nice try, Rattletrap, but I saw that coming seconds ago. I'll say so long for now, Doc. I don't make a habit of being a human target for big bad villains. If I twist and turn just the right way, I'll miss the ledge below and land safely in the water. Looks like my hours of agility practice are really paying off. He escaped me. Well, I'll let him go for now, but he shall still serve my purpose in a way he cannot possibly suspect. The first thing I shall do is learn Spider-Man's true identity. That will make it easier for me to capture him. And then, once I have him helpless, I'll use him to bait my deadly trap for the Fantastic Four. Meanwhile, hundreds of feet below, I hope that refugee from a nightmare factory doesn't think he's seen the last of me, because now I'm going to tackle him in earnest. But by the time the colorful crusader reaches the roof, holy Hannah, what was that? Baroom! Doom was one step ahead of me. He blew up the deserted building before I could get back at him. He's probably miles away by now, planning his next move. Well, time enough for him later. I'll snap a few pics of the burning building. Old Skinflint Jameson might be willing to pay Pete Parker for them if they're exclusives. Look, there's Spider-Man. It must have been him who blew up the building. Just my luck. That crowd sees me. Now I'll probably be blamed for the fire, too. I'm cheering for Dr. Doom. Yeah. The next day at the offices of J. Jonah Jameson. All right, Parker, I'll buy those pictures of the fire from you, but what I really want are pictures of Spider-Man. I'd love to be able to pin this fire on him. Here's my chance to needle the old windbag a little. I don't know, Mr. Jameson. People are beginning to say that you attack him too much. They're beginning to wonder what your real motives are. I think Parker is right, sir. I've heard some of our readers mention that they think you're jealous of Spider-Man for some reason. Well, I never knew I had an ally in JJ's secretary, and I never realized how pretty Betty Brant was either, till now. That's enough. I'm still the publisher here, and I'll decide our editorial policy. I have only one real motive, to make money. The more I attack Spider-Man, the more people read my papers. It's to our advantage to keep pounding away at that corny costume clown. Everybody's interested in him, whether they agree with me or not, doesn't matter. Spider-Man sells papers, understand? I sure do, you big blustering phony. Short time later, in another part of town. Oh boy, what a terrific gag this'll be. Poor Peter, he'll never get over it. Where is Peter Parker? I want him. Bring him to me. Well, how did I look? Will puny Parker fall for it? Like a ton of bricks, Flash. You're a genius. The gals did a great job on this costume. This'll teach our bookworm buddy to knock Spider-Man. And so, our web of fate draws tighter. Now, back to the devious Dr. Doom. There, I've devised an instrument which will react to a spider's impulses the way a Geiger counter reacts to uranium. All I need to do is scour the city until the dial registers positive, and I will have found Spider-Man's real identity. When one is a master of science as I am, there is nothing which cannot be accomplished. Sooner or later, I shall eliminate all those who dare oppose me. Not long afterwards. There's Parker now. I've got to tell Flash. Betcha he'll jump clean out of his skin when he sees Spider-Man. This'll be the greatest gag of the century. Ah, my device is beginning to register. I'm nearing my prey. Flash, hurry! Parker's walking by along Front Street. Okay, guys, everything's set. You guys hide somewhere and watch the free show. Parker will be the laughing stock of the school when I'm through with him. If he's too yellow to fight, this is one way to show him what we think of him. According to my dial, the real Spider-Man is almost directly below me. There he is! Within seconds, he will be my helpless prisoner. It's time to show myself to Parker and... Hey, what's this? What's going on? He's seen me, but it's too late for him to stop me. I've planned this coup too carefully. What a conveniently placed Spider-Man clone. Yeah. And as Peter Parker, the real Spider-Man walks calmly by, wrapped in his own deep thoughts. One burst of this fast-acting sleeping gas will do the trick silently. And so, Dr. Doom makes his first careless mistake, not suspecting that his Geiger-like device had reacted to Peter Parker's presence rather than the imitation Spider-Man's. Done. Now all that remains is to carry him back to the ship. It was even simpler than I expected. He needs anti-shark spray. Yeah, he's got to borrow it from Batman. How much are your comics worth? The new 1982 to 83 comic book price guide will tell you. Over 600 pages and 70,000 entries. Articles on buying, selling, collecting comics. Every comic from 1933 to present listed. Offer number 1, the price guide and free bonus comics worth over $5. Yours free. Offer number 2, collector starter kit. Price guide over $25 worth of comics. Comic storage bags, $19.95 plus $2 postage. Comic conventions featuring tons of old comics on sale. Marvels, DCs, famous guests, favorite comic pros, special events, auctions, contests, films, slideshows, sci-fi movie previews. Everyone welcomed. Tickets available at convention door. Sweet. Lifesavers. Lots of fun and flavors. Amazing flavors. Find the 13 juicy Lifesavers flavors hidden below. Did someone actually try to... I wonder if that's interesting. Huh. I think someone actually went and circled one of them. That's pretty neat. Bunzy? Bunzy. That's my favorite Star Lifesaver flavor. Bunzy. I like Bunzy. I also like Ruri. Alright. You found coconut? You found coconut? Cocoa. What? Oh, sorry. Sorry, I moved it out of the way. An accident. Here you go. Coconut. There's cocoa there. Oh, cocoa nut. I see it right there. Yeah. Alright. Tire. That's my favorite. That's my other favorite flavor. Tire. I like tire. And